And welcome back to episode 20 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my co-host and point man, Malcolm, ejected from the game, King. What's going on?
What's up, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Cooling,
What it is.
you know? And then I got my nigga down there from the left coast. He gonna have to keep that one for a while. You gonna have to keep Aaron the Bankers closed, Spencer.
Hey, we deep in the South now, man. We deep.
Y'all ain't
Deep.
You ain't in the left no more, huh?
Right.
I'm deep in the South, boy.
Tell Toto we're not in Kansas anymore.
Nah, I ain't talking to nobody named Toto out there.
They said not doing it.
Oh shit. Well, let's get into it. We here to talk basketball. We gonna get into the fun stuff a little later on. But as always, my bias ass has to start out with my Cleveland Cavaliers. Played the Heat on April the 3rd. That was Saturday, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, the third. Well, the third was it was Saturday. You're right. It was Saturday.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't really nothing to talk about other than Kevin Love's punk ass is back, looking like the guy who runs the games at the Y.
That's your boy. That's
Man.
the MVP of the team. Don't disrespect him.
I wish his salt and pepper bitch ass would go on somewhere.
Damn.
Are you doing him like that, man?
Man, cause he a thief like Colin Sexton sitting. I'm just playing. Colin Sexton ain't say that either. He just liked it. So let me throw an alleged out there. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to point out is that I seen Kevin Love's bitch ass back on the court. But Duncan Robinson, aka Paste, he was 6 for 9 from 3.
This man calls me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, P Paste. If Tyler Hero is copy, Duncan Robinson is definitely Paste. But you know what's crazy is listen, they got Goran Dragic back out on the court now, and from a distance, I don't know who the fuck is scoring the ball.
Yeah, I
That's their dad.
see it.
I'm
That's
like,
they dad up
I'm like,
there.
which one? Who? They all got the similar build, similar haircuts. From a distance, I can until I see their number, I don't know who's scoring.
That's what I'm saying. That's their dad, man.
That shit's crazy.
He's old enough to be their dad. He's about 37, 36,
He's older.
37
They
years
got-
old.
Copy, paste, and edit, undo out in that bitch. Playing for the Heat, but you know, Duncan went off that game. That's the one I didn't want to just, you know, point the game out and just dog Kevin Love the whole time. So shouts to Duncan for doing that. He did all right there. But other than that, I gotta give Aaron. We'll keep it in tradition. I gotta give Aaron's team peas. They beat the Nets the day after on Sunday. Did you see that game?
No, I saw the result. Was this Kyrie out there? I think. I don't think James was playing.
Yeah, he was playing a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was playing a little bit, but he wasn't like doing like regular minutes by no means.
No, we got that good foreign squad out there. We got Sadaransky, goddamn marketing, Vucevic shit.
is going off.
Hey man,
that's a good pickup for y'all.
It is.
It was good when I seen it happen. I was like, damn. We made a cool little move. It's not gonna change shit, but at least we're
I don't know.
It puts us in a better position for next year.
No, definitely that. Definitely that. But I don't know if I would say that it doesn't. I mean, y'all are not getting a chip by no means. But I'm saying I think it does.
It was already in the playoff hunt.
Right. But I think it does put you a little over the top with those extra additions that you got. Like, you know what I mean? Like that might be the push to get you into the second round type shit.
If we can find us a good, our point guard situation isn't terrible. We need
Kobe
like a
White
more,
and
we need.
Who else?
I forget the other nigga's name.
But I know they've been putting lightweight putting Sadaransky there from time to time. He just doesn't get a lot of looks. He doesn't get as many looks as who is the other dude? I know Zach's been bringing it up, but it's another dude that I'm not thinking of.
It's not Valentine.
Yeah,
Denzel, man, he a flop in my opinion.
Man, Michigan State players fell off since Magic.
He a flop in my. Denzel's definitely a flop in my opinion.
I mean, Gary Harris was doing good for a while. I don't know actually what happened to him.
Yeah, I don't know where. Last I knew, he was on Denver.
Yeah, they got rid of him. I don't remember where they put him, but
I think he got traded. He got traded with Aaron Gordon somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you might be right. Actually, I think you might be right.
They got Aaron Gordon. Oh, he might be on the Magic. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, that is where they did that trade.
He's somewhere.
But yeah, that was a good game though. That was a definite good game. I feel like they are catching their rhythm with the new additions that they added. Vucevic had 22. He was 22, 13, and 2 assists in that game.
He's a good pickup.
He's been doing the exact same shit he did at Orlando. And that's what's up. When you get somebody and they come to your program and they do exactly what they're supposed to do.
Right. And it's good that he fits the program to be able to do that too. Because a lot of places you don't quite get to play your same game when you're a player like Vucevic. You know what I mean? He's not the star.
Big guy.
Right. But I thought that was a good one. I do think that Joe Harris looks like he should be in what's that movie with Will Ferrell with Jackie Moon?
I know what you're talking about.
Damn, I can't.
Andre 3000 was in it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna bother me.
Semi-pro.
Oh, you going to hell.
Listen, Joe Harris is the oldest younger dude out on the court. he had a headband on in the game too, and I said, if that ain't what's the dude that played in it with him? That played was in Zombieland?
Oh, in Zombieland.
Woody Allen. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, yeah.
Woody Harrelson. He looked just like Woody Harrelson's character. And I said, that is semi-pro Joe Harris.
I didn't really see it, but I think he's probably trying to model himself after them Gonzaga boys.
Right.
With their headbands, how them two boys wearing their headbands. And he kind of in that white side of the game where he can kind of pull that off.
I don't know. I've never seen that. The two.
With the guy.
Oh, you talking about the big dudes, Timmy and Crispert.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but they don't have the hair. He got that long, like 80s hair, but it's not quite like it looks like it could be feathered type.
They had the handlebar mustache.
Yeah, they did. And Joe used to rock that handlebar mustache when he was in Cleveland. He was a rookie and had the handlebar mustache in Cleveland. Yes, he did.
I don't remember him. He was in Cleveland?
Yeah, he got drafted to Cleveland.
rode the bench.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Cleveland just lets go so much potential.
Speaking of Cleveland, I heard your boys back as well. Your other boys back.
Who?
Deli.
Deli was
Deli
back. Deli was back. Listen, you know what's funny though? It's funny you bring him up because I can't remember what game it was. It wasn't the Heat. It was the one they won against the Spurs. Deli, they had a lineup with Dellavedova, Colin Sexton, and Darius Garland out there at one time.
I don't know why.
They was hitting though. Like Deli, that's what I said.
Deli was hitting.
That face Aaron making right there, that's the exact same face I was looking when
I
No.
was trying to find the size on the court.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I thought that was odd they played him. But no, I'm saying Deli hit a 3 or whatever, but I'm saying he was facilitating to Darius and Colin,
okay.
and it was working, having them 3 little guys out there. I don't know why. And they eventually rotated. I think it was Colin out, and they put Lamar Stevens in there out of Penn State. That was Penn State, right?
Who?
Lamar Stevens. I think he came out of Penn State.
I don't know who Lamar Stevens is.
I liked him in college, but he don't really get too much love in Cleveland. They ain't gonna let him go, but he don't get to get too many minutes.
What
That
position?
means they're gonna let him go.
Right.
Nah, I mean right now he's like, I think he's coming back from a little injury, but no, they like him. I like him. He's like a Isaac Okoro. Like he doesn't really show up on your stat line hella heavy, but his impact on defense and his energy on the court means something. Isaac's just developing because you can see he's starting to come into his own in the past couple games he played. But I don't want to get into too much. Let's move on. I also, let's keep it. Let's transition from Cleveland with some more Cleveland shit. Rockets Pelicans. It's clear that Kevin Porter Jr., they're allowing him to run the Houston Rockets right now. And he looks good doing it. He's actually doing a better job than Wall and Oladipo when they were on the squad. I don't understand, once again, why Cleveland would let somebody like that go, regardless of what happened in the locker room.
Man, I don't know. I mean, we're both from Ohio, so Malcolm, you get a pass. You from Indiana, right?
He from
I grew up in
Pittsburgh.
Indiana, from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Okay. Well, Cleveland has had a long history throughout my whole life of making terrible decisions.
Yeah.
Like just bad.
Yeah,
decisions.
right. Yeah, on both sides, football and basketball.
Football, basketball, and just in general.
Right.
Just-
Just in life.
Politics.
Just in
You know what I'm
life.
saying?
Politics.
Remember
stupid.
the river caught on fire, right?
No,
Then
did
they
it?
had- Yeah. Then they had a balloon thing where they let off a whole bunch of balloons.
Oh, I
and
remember
killed
that.
some people.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Then they had like the dollar beer night. I think it was at like a baseball game or some shit like that. And it turned out the way he thought it did.
Oh, I'm
It was
not
a- it was a-
going to
it was
Dollar
a
Beer
dime
Night
of
in
beer.
Cleveland.
It was a dime of beer.
It couldn't have been no damn dime of beer.
They were talking about there's people that just said fuck it. They went to the truck and just started tapping off the truck. But Cleveland just makes bad decisions, man. It doesn't surprise me. That's my whole life. People say, why aren't you a Browns fan? Why do you think I'm not a Browns fan?
That's funny. I mean,
I'm
I've
not a cat.
always respected the Browns, but I'm just like, put it like this. You can either watch the Browns or Cincinnati in Ohio. You know what I mean? Unless you got League Pass or whatever, the NFL shit.
Right.
I choose to watch the Browns over Cincinnati all day, and they entertain me. You know what I mean? I would give them my second if that was a real thing.
Is this as of lately, or has this been your whole life?
No, as far as like picking the Browns over Cincinnati, that's been a whole life thing. But I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in either one of them. Neither one of them really.
I get what you're saying. Like if you see them both on TV, like, oh,
But I'll watch
you'll
the
see the
Browns.
Browns play.
Over
You'll
the
see the
Bengals.
Bengals play. You'll look at every other channel and then come back. Like, all right,
Bang, bang. There it is, right
Yeah, I
there.
don't want to watch them.
But that's a we might have to put in a legend on that Cleveland makes bad decisions statement.
Hey,
But that's a matter of
Don't keep
opinion.
asking.
That's a matter of opinion, so I guess you can have that opinion. And I'm not saying that my opinion is too far off. you know. But yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. is getting the reins to the court now, and it's very clear to see. But that game, I didn't even say the score. Pelicans won that 122-115 via Lonzo Ball's performance.
That when he hit all them threes they was talking
Yeah, he
about,
had
like
27
7
points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. Lonzo Ball did his thing that game. Kevin Porter Jr. didn't have that, but he had 12, 5, and 5, I believe. But he hit a buzzer beater. He hit a buzzer beater at halftime. And all I could think about was that's the shot Jalen Suggs was trying to make. You know what I mean? Because it was like that, like how we said, like how Stephen A. Smith said it was the top 3 shots in NCAA history, buzzer beaters.
Right.
Listen, this motherfucker was a skill shot at the 3, like a Curry 3 from
Really?
half. Yeah, like hit nothing but net type shit. Now that Suggs, I'm not hating on you, man, because I hope he comes to Cleveland if we got a shot at him or your boy. But
Cade Cunningham.
yeah, but that was a backboard rattler you hit. That was a prayer that went in.
Right. It was. It
I
definitely
mean,
was.
it's the last second. It was a heave. It wasn't like he sat there and
Right.
and
No,
set
and
up
that's what I'm
right
saying. And what basically what makes it seem like hate is Stephen A. Smith's dumbass saying the top 3 shots, buzzer beaters in NCAA history. Like, what are you getting that from? In the history of NCAA, nobody's ever hit a buzzer beater better than that.
Christian Leitner was pretty good with the Grant Hill when he threw it all the way down the court. He hit him with the shoulder shimmy.
Listen, I just don't understand, and I don't know if he meant half court buzzer. I don't know, but that was a dumb statement. But anyway,
MJ from the elbow. MJ from the elbow.
in
North
NCAA.
Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina over Georgetown. He won a championship.
Oh yeah, okay.
They rated that as number 1.
Stay,
That
Yeah,
was-
okay.
Stayed hurting Patrick Ewing's feelings
Okay.
throughout his whole career.
Ooh, you kind of gave 2 right there, huh? Didn't you? What's the
That's on
third?
top of the dome.
But
Right,
the thing,
that's what I'm
hold
saying.
on. But Cliff, that's the thing. That's what I want to mention to you is that's what Stephen A. by the way said. The things that Aaron just said, he named those as his first 2. He said Jalen Suggs is the 3rd, but he named Jordan's over. What'd you say? Georgetown. He
Yeah,
named
Georgetown.
Christian Leitner against Kentucky, and then he named Suggs. Against
So
Kentucky.
my whole thing is like, would we be going off of? Well, what about Kemba Walker?
No,
That
Connecticut.
crossover, that's different.
How is that different?
'Cause that was just a game. I remember that. watching
No,
that
no,
game.
no. That was in the.
Was it in the tournament?
Yes.
Okay.
He
Well,
did
if
it
wasn't
twice actually.
If it was right, all right, he did that. I think the week after against somebody else. But there was, I think, what Stephen A. when he ranked him was saying, for it to be a championship or a game to get you to the championship, these are the best game-winning shots of all time. Because you got to think that Suggs.
Kimba
shot
Walker
got him
is
to
still
the-
better than Suggs, and it was a skill shot. It wasn't
But
like
did
an
it-
off board.
I agree, but that was just a game in the tournament. Like I didn't get them to the championship.
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
get
If
them
I'm
to the-
remembering correctly, yes, because it was either that one, it was either the first
I think
or
that
the
was Sweet
second
16.
one.
I think that was the Sweet 16 that he did that against Pittsburgh. He broke the dude's ankle. The infamous
Yeah, it was like a
crossover.
little and then pull up
Yep,
from like the
yep.
top of the key type.
Yeah, that was
3.
Yeah, I remember it. Anyways, I mean, it's,
He
that's
did
why
the
it's all
same shot
opinion.
twice, but
He did, but and that's why it's the art of debate. Because, like you said, I mean, we can all agree.
nah,
to
we
disagree.
all know Stephen A. Smith just talks just to be talking sometimes, and I
New
feel like
York nigga, man.
And I feel like that's a ideal example of you're just talking to be talking to say that's. But we're not on that right now. If y'all interested in that conversation, catch the last episode, 19.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna pass the ball. To y'all. I mean, I know that you didn't go back that far, Malk. That's why I'm trying to cover
No,
some
you
of the
good.
older
I mean,
games before we
yeah.
get in.
I mean, I got that Lakers and the Clippers game a couple nights ago.
One that I had to cover. Aaron, again, you down round
What?
Down round north, white, leave
down
West
round
Coast.
your side of town is what I was trying to get out there. But
Round.
yeah,
Say
that's a
three-
little
say that 3 times.
that's a little
fast.
tongue twister. But you
Round
know,
around
Hawks, you stop
Yeah,
it.
man. You over that T.I. shit?
You fucking stop it. The Hawks Warriors though. Hawks beat the Warriors. Did you see that game? That was a good one, man. That was a good one. Hawks beat the Warriors
It's been a rough week
117,
so
111.
far, man. It's been a rough week, so I ain't really been able to see much stuff.
I see where they got you currently. I ain't gonna give no locations, iPhone, but all I'm gonna say is be blessed. Be blessed.
I'll be going home in the daytime.
Right, I know that's right. Shit. Because I'm sure you riding through a couple sundowns is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Out yonder.
But
all I know is that with the Hawks, just to bring up the Hawks, because you see how the Hawks are doing, and beating the Warriors isn't exactly a feat.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Yeah,
but
it's not really a feat. But the thing that's good about the Hawks is, and I think I brought it up 2 weeks ago, last week, and I was talking about how they changed coaches. Like, it's funny how you change a coach, and then the whole fucking season changes.
Right.
But then on that same breath, because I listen to a lot of sports radio, like when I'm driving, because it gets tired of hearing the same shit.
Right.
So they're already talking about, okay, so who's gonna be the new coach of the Hawks? I'm like, and there's a bunch of people calling in, like, what do you mean?
Right.
Let's just keep this cool.
Right.
It's working.
Right.
He took a team that wasn't shit, got everybody together, like, look, we're gonna do something this year. We're gonna make something happen.
Yeah, no, that's fair to say.
I'm saying he took the exact same team, and now they're like, what? Well, they're in the playoff one. I don't know what standing they're in.
I wouldn't quite say wasn't shit, but I do kind of feel like that's fair to say, though.
They were on the whole other side of 500. Is what I'm trying to say.
Listen, my favorite
the whole
team
other side
stays on that
and
side.
now they're on this side of 500.
I'm repping.
Y'all do.
Oh, man.
All your teams stay on that side.
You crazy as fuck. Yeah, it's been rough for me. I'm just talking. Other than that,
Rondo back doing his thing on the Clippers. That boy was killing the Lakers the other night when they played. I was so hot.
The Clippers
and Lakers game. Remember we talked about that. The Clippers and Lakers.
Oh
game,
yeah.
Battle of the.
You know what? It's funny that you said that. You took the words out of my mouth. That was actually right on my list. Only thing I was gonna say about that last Hawks Warriors game is, man, James Wiseman, man, he's developing, man.
He is.
He's gonna be good.
Well. Yeah, he's developing, man. He's gonna be.
Him and DeAndre Ayton are gonna be two good, two big guys.
They're gonna be a danger. They're gonna be dangers here. Sure, and I'll give it to Wiseman over Ayton at the moment. He's moving in the faster trajectory, than that Ayton's injury prone. He's pretty. He plays pretty. He has a nice shot. He plays big man good, but he's too injury prone.
Well, Wiseman is too. You've been out a little bit this year.
He's been out a little bit, but not like Ayton, man. Ayton's been out consistently since he's been in the league. Consistently.
Yeah. He has been hurt.
Well, James Wiseman, this is his second year?
Second year, I believe. I know he played last year. I don't think it's his third.
He's a rookie.
Okay, so last year when he was with
Memphis. I told you I did my homework. I'll get to that once we finish this kind of stuff up.
Because he was with Memphis. He played for Memphis with Penny.
Wiseman.
He played for Penny
Hardaway. Yep.
Yeah, but he only played like 2 games, and then he got. See, this is why I don't know if he was injured or this is when he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna chill out and go to the league.
Right.
Because
you talking about college?
With an injury,
okay.
But then he was just like,
lost.
you know what, I'm not coming back.
Right.
Penny's the coach for the Memphis Tigers.
Right.
That's crazy to me, but anyways.
He's from Memphis.
Right. I mean, but hey, I guess that's the right man.
But yeah, he didn't play. What, he get hurt last year or something and bypassed his rookie year? Didn't play enough games to play as a rookie, so they passed him, gave this his rookie year type shit. Ben Simmons him? Did they Ben Simmons him?
I believe he's a straight up rookie. The season started in December. I believe as of December he's a rookie.
Oh, really?
But I believe
that's what I was thinking.
I thought he played last year.
He came out with LaMelo Ball in them, I believe.
Oh, I thought he played last year.
Let's see. James Wiseman he's 7'1". He was drafted up in the 2020 draft.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he had. I thought
he was round 1, pick 2.
I'd have picked him too. Shit.
Right, round 1, pick 2.
I'd have picked him
I'm
second
off.
pick. I did that. That was a good move.
Right.
Great.
See, the Warriors are one of those teams where they take that small market shit, even though San Francisco's not exactly a small market.
No.
But Oakland, where they were at, is considered a small market. But over the years, like the last 20 years, ever since they had like BD in them, and they went into the playoffs and made a little noise and shit.
Honestly,
and then they got like stuff around like 2009, 10ish. Then they got Clay. Then they got Draymond. And then they had Mark Jackson, and they let him build up the castle. And then they let Steph Curry put the flag on it like 3 times.
I liked Mark. I mean, shout out to Steve Kerr too, but I mean, I liked Mark Jackson. I thought he was on his way when he's on the Warriors.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a coaching job right now. Y'all done gave fucking what's his name? Steve Van Gundy, his brother, coach the Pelicans.
Okay.
Stan.
Oh yeah.
Stan Van. Y'all done gave that motherfucker a job.
Yeah, you talking about Stan.
You can't give Mark a job?
Listen. Fuck that coaching shit. We talking how did we get there?
I was just talking about the Warriors program, how they made good moves the last 20 years.
Yeah,
they rarely make bad draft choices. They always get good add-ons, Iguodala.
You are right. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I don't consider anywhere in California to be a small market.
I don't either.
It may be small as opposed to, but I don't consider it a small market whatsoever.
No. You can't put Sacramento in there because y'all niggas ain't been in Sacramento. That motherfucking shit. Look,
I be forgetting about Sacramento. I do forget about Sacramento.
Sacramento is the Cleveland.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
But you know what? If Sacramento
stay making bad decisions,
if they got the
let's
right
trade
coach,
Jason Williams and Chris Webber. Let's get rid of them.
If they got the right coach, they could be a heck of a
Sacramento.
Team. Yeah,
they on the way to. They on the way to be.
Because that reminds me, and I told you, I think I said this last week.
Especially with that De'Aaron Fox signing, you just signed him for all them years. You might as well get some people around there. You got Halliburton for at least 2 more under a rookie contract, 1 more. Right, he's a rookie.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, once again, I don't like that coach Luke Walton. I cannot stand him. I don't know how he keeps getting the job. Matter of fact, speaking of Mark Jackson,
Steve Kerr's back.
His dad too.
Oh, he got that job off Steve Kerr's back.
Off his back. Right.
Listen, from coaching that team when they won the championship when Steve KD Kerr was out with health reasons.
Yeah. Give someone like Mark Jackson a spot. Speaking to him, a spot like that. Not saying that they'd be contenders right away. I'm just saying I think he could build off of them, like the Kings, that is, with some pieces. Tyrese Halliburton there.
Yeah, that could be a chase down team, a team that comes out of nowhere. Because I mean,
look at New York.
Yeah, they doing it. They doing it.
And Mark's from New York. Well, they already got a good coach, but shit, I forgot what I was about to say. You got me.
It'd be like that.
Well, let's move on.
I was trying to watch the game and say something at the same time.
Who playing right now? Who are you watching right now?
Nets and the Pelicans.
Right. Is KD playing? Aaron?
He's supposed to be. He doing all right. KD,
I mean,
I need to get a TV
so far.
Wall right here.
I got one behind me, but it's behind me. That's the way my new setup is.
I'm gonna get my shit right. But let's move on from that. You said Clippers Lakers.
Yeah, man. Rondo's back. Rondo's on the Clippers. He had a heck of a game. Stat wise, I have to pull it up to see, but when I did watch it, I mean, Rondo was being Rondo.
Right.
Passes,
I mean, Rondo good for that.
I mean,
my biggest thing I liked watching that was just, like I said, like I told you before, was watching Marcus and Markieff Morris going at each other, because they were going at each other for a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Until they started, the Clippers ran rotation screens and shit and would set him up on the corner and shit. That's how we started pulling away. That's how Marcus started pulling away. Marcus ended the game with 22-7. He was just 22-7 off of 9-13 shooting, and most of it was from the 3 for real.
Yeah, Marcus is definitely better than Markieff, though.
I don't think so. I'm not going. I mean, I like him more. I am going to say that flat out, but the way they're so similar, like got down to the same tattoos, you can't think that they don't have the same game, because when I watched the next game, what was it? The Lakers versus who did the Lakers play next? Toronto. That game, he was playing like his brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you let Markieff play the game he plays, he's going to be effective. The thing is, Marcus fits better with the Clippers in that system than Markieff does in the Lakers. I feel like if you switch both of them and put Marcus on the Lakers and Markieff on the Clippers, Markieff would be the one that would be looking like he's top notch. You feel me? Because it's the system that they play in. And right now, the Lakers are down big men. So it's up to Markieff to play more of a stronger role than Marcus has to out in the with the Clippers.
It's not even like down big man. They're just down scoring, period. We need somebody to go out there and put points in the board.
Well, see, I feel like if that was the case, you would give him a little bit more leeway to trail off to the threes and the corners. They don't really allow that. You don't see him come too far out of, 20 feet or so.
Maybe that's his comfort zone.
Yeah.
No, he's
any a corner three dude.
He is a corner three dude. You are right. Then why not go there? You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like because it's all about how they're playing them. Usually when Gasol's on the floor, he has more free reign to go out unless Gasol's on the three. Then you usually see him down there. But usually when Gasol's on the floor, you may see him go to the corner. Otherwise, if it's Harrell out there, they're both usually inside of the 3-point line.
Did Drummond ever go to the Lakers?
He just ain't played.
Drummond played a quarter.
Did he play?
Played a quarter or two in a game, his first game.
Oh, okay. I saw him play.
What game? What year was? Or what game was it? Because I don't remember seeing him.
Well, remember that's how he got hurt. Remember that's why I told you he's out.
Right.
He got hurt by playing.
Oh.
Yeah, he played. Let me see what game it was. But yeah, man, he got.
I thought
hurt.
you said it was his toe.
Yeah, it's his toe. It's his toe. But it came back. Results were negative. He didn't actually like hurt it. I think it was like really something like a toenail situation or something. But it wasn't even crazy. They said
he out for 2 weeks over.
So that's what I'm saying. If it was like an ingrown toenail or something like that, it wouldn't have been from him playing in the game.
He got hurt in the game because somebody stepped on his toe.
Uh-oh.
What's up, JV?
Uh-oh. It's our resident white boy in the building. How you feeling?
What up?
My guy.
I had some daddy duties I had to get to.
We ain't mad at you.
I'm back.
Yes, sir. What's up, JV?
I'm back.
He got hurt in the game against the Heat. Andre Drummond got hurt in the game against the Heat.
And what? That's when the toe.
But
no, you can get an ingrown toenail from like somebody stepping on it, or you know what I mean. Like especially if you got them claws. My two toes.
Malcolm, you know how you got them claws?
Nah, listen, not me.
Listen, if you got them claws and somebody you step on your foot, that toenail go through that bitch. If you ain't clipped them though, I don't understand why can't you make that much money and like you can't have your girlfriend clip your toenails?
Right.
I mean, the house is probably.
It's just like
you don't got nobody to clean your house up.
You shouldn't be there enough. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be there enough for it to be that.
It's like AD with the unibrow.
That's his trademark, so he gotta keep that.
Okay, but come on.
But, so now Andre Drummond's trademark is the ingrown. He's stealing it from Jordan. He's stealing it from Jordan. What the fuck, Joe? I don't get it.
I can't stand. He's injury prone. But yeah, the
he ain't
Lakers
really though. I think he's kind of a big body. It's just like that's a dumb thing to.
So
it's not a dumb thing to sit over.
Andre Drummond had a right big toe contusion.
Big toe.
That's different though. That's different. That's completely different.
You need your big toe to
play.
Right. Well, your toe is real hard to play basketball.
Man, it's hard to do a lot of things without a big toe.
He said still missing a toenail, but tomorrow night we're lit. And that was after he got hurt.
Oh, if it was something like that, you could have wrapped that bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
You can wrap it up.
Yeah, you could have wrapped that bitch and went back out.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody done had a toenail pulled off or something. It probably got
That's what I'm
stepped on
saying.
real hard and the toenail came off. Pull it
Come
off
on,
and wrap
Rose.
it up and get back
Right.
out there.
Yeah, get
My
back
dad-
in
my
there.
dad-
Right, that's what they
My
paid
dad closed-
for.
My dad closed the car door on my hand and fucked two of my fingers up. He was like, "Well, we still gonna get your haircut because we're here." So
What are you
Like
He
Hey,
said-
Coffee been playing.
he compared getting his haircut though to shooting and playing D with the most elite
Hey,
athletes in the world.
But when you're an 8-9-year-old,
Yeah,
when
no,
you're
I
an
know that.
8-9-year-old,
Sometimes
and
you
you got a
gotta
whole
suck it
broke-
up.
you got a whole broken finger, and you talking about let's still get our haircut.
Yeah, you
Nigga,
right.
what are you talking about?
You
Take
right.
your time. My mom was mad as hell. I was like, "Why is his hair so fresh?" You still got the haircut.
You know how moms do. Moms don't be playing.
Oh shit! Oh, that's funny as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I was an 8-year-old, and I was able to suck it up. That's what I'm trying to say. I was
Yeah,
an
so
8-year-old. and I
Andre
was able-
German should wrap his big fucking toe and get his Jolly Green Giant ass out there. Is what you
Right.
said.
Right.
It's all right though. I mean, that's the era that we in. We in the era of
Out here, I have a
Prima
boo-boo.
donnas.
Right,
Say
right.
it. Say it.
I mean,
say
that's
it.
a good word. No, that's a good word.
Prima donnas.
That's a good word to use.
Bunch
for
of
that.
Jordans.
Whole bunch of babies out there,
What?
boy.
Bunch of Jordans. That's what we call them, Cliff.
Man.
Jordan's a prima donna. Jordan was always.
Come
a
on
player
now,
on the-
Mal.
on the look- Look, Jordan's always
Come
a
on
player
now,
on
Mal.
the look
You
pretty
know
on the
what?
court,
I can't
but-
even allow you to talk about my G like that because you
Hey.
know my last name is Jordan, and that
Hey.
and
Hey,
what you talking about? That's gonna make it sound like that Jordan's is just stop it.
right? You can't be talking down. to
Mike?
Jordans like
You talking
that.
about
What's wrong
Mike?
with you, Mal?
We talking about Mike. We talking about me. We talking about. Come on. I'm just
I'm talking- right, look,
Then there's Michael with a B,
But
Jordan.
what you
Right,
said,
right.
prima
Yeah,
donnas.
yeah, Cliff, you ain't claiming him. You ain't claiming Michael B.
A whole
Michael
bunch
B.
of babies.
Jordan. Yeah, I don't know. He couldn't take that shot in that Ali movie. He ain't a Jordan. He's the actor Jordan.
Because
Uh-huh.
he ain't taking a shot in Creed.
He's the
I didn't
Jordan.
see the
He's
birth
a
certificate.
Jordan of
I didn't
acting,
see the birth
I
certificate.
guess. Right, right. He might have
I need to
changed
see the
his
birth
name.
certificate.
He might have
Right,
liked
that's his
Michael
star
Jordan,
name.
and right, his real
Throw a
last
B
name
in there.
probably Gordon.
Right.
Right.
And he said, "Let me change it to Jordan because I like Mike, and I'm gonna be the
Throw a
23
B in
in
there.
this acting
Make
shit."
it me,
He wanted to
man.
he wanted to fit in. Did you catch any other game? Jordan, did you catch any games? You said you watched a couple games or highlights, didn't you?
Yeah, I caught the 76ers and the Celtics.
Talk to
I
us.
That was
seen
yesterday.
That was trash. That was trash.
You
'Cause,
think?
I mean, bro, it was a big man game. Like
You know
to me,
what?
that's what it looked like. To me, that's what it looked like. They were just feeding off. They had Joel Embiid. It was a big man. He was just dominating down there. Then Dwight? Yeah, then Dwight was just down there eating. They throw up something. He'd get the offensive rebound, put it back up. It was like
Listen,
Joel had like 40 points, didn't he? Joel had like 40 or something.
He went
didn't
off last
Yeah.
night. Joel went off.
think
last
so.
night.
he's a
it
fucking
looked like
monster.
they
I
had
didn't write his
nothing to
stats
match
down.
with that.
He's a fucking monster. But what I noticed is when I watched that game was I think that they have two of possibly the most dominant players at each position in Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid.
I can't stand.
Thank
I know
you.
that's Aaron's boy. I can't
Thank you.
stand.
I
Ben
think
Simmons.
so. I think
can't.
I mean
Ben Simmons is
you
my nigga,
cannot
man.
stop
They
Ben
look good.
Simmons at the point guard. No one can stop
No.
him. He's
Going straight to the basket.
unstoppable at the point guard position. He's unstoppable. Joel Embiid is unstoppable at the center position. And it doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's
Right.
going to get his turnarounds. He's going to get his threes. He's going to get his hooks.
Barbecue chicken.
And that's funny that you
It's
say that
barbecue
because that's the
chicken.
one
Every time
that's
we say-
I was thinking about it like that too. Like I was like, he's damn near like Shaq, but he has finesse.
finesse. Yeah, he has finesse.
He's like an
That
uncoordinated.
makes him that much
guy.
better.
He
bro.
is like an uncoordinated Shaq, right? Like when
Joel-
it comes
Joel
to
be
big
fouling
shit,
a lot.
right?
He be
Yeah.
falling way too much to be 7
But that's
foot,
because
bro.
he's so pretty with his shot, and he knows that you have to accentuate a foul now in this weak ass generation of NBA basketball. So he tries to do the
The
guard
theatrics.
shit. You're too big for that. Leave
Yeah.
that alone.
This
Right.
6'2" guy just hurt me.
The theatrics,
No, he didn't.
right?
Shout out Doc
Right,
Rivers.
you're right.
For getting them boys. Well, listen, shout out Doc Rivers.
I
though,
fucks
because
with Doc.
Remember, Joel and Ben
Fuck
been
yeah.
having beef, and they usually don't play well together. But Doc's got that under
See,
control.
I don't
looks
know.
like.
I think that a lot of media and shit get involved in a lot of shit, and people in locker rooms having their own interpretations. Because certain people have press passes, and they can come in there and they may hear a little conversation off to the side and spin it because that's their job. And then the next thing you know, we're talking about how they don't play well together, yet they've been in the league with each other for how long now? Both had dual opportunity.
About 4 years.
Right, dual
Well, you
opportunity
gotta
to
think, though,
leave.
that they almost did before Doc got there. One of them was going to leave. They were considering a trade.
They were talking about it, but it was more so of a "this is my team" thing. Like, you leave.
So for Doc to come in and say, "This is my team. Y'all going to play together. This is how y'all going to play."
You said
I think he's what kept them together.
You said it at the beginning of the show. You said it's funny, or was it Aaron? I can't remember who. I think it was you, Malk. You said it's funny how a different coach can come in and change the whole way.
Yeah.
That was you,
Tom.
Yeah, and that goes back to that. All you need is leadership, whether it be player leadership, coaching leadership, front office leadership. You see how Pat Riley's in the front row even when he's not coaching. He's like, hey, Spoelstra, get him together. Get him together.
He always tapping him on the shoulder. Hey, Aaron.
Throwing popcorn at the back of his head, like, hey, I'm calling you.
Aaron.
Peanuts. Hey.
2-3 zone. 2-3.
That's the truth, though. It's just about leadership. You need a dominant force.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? Whether that dominant force be a player, a coach, or whatever the case may be, you need that. And it's a lot of teams lacking right now.
Right.
That means that it's a lot of room for opportunity, which is why I like seeing the young bucks come in, because I think to myself, well, these players have been in a position for years and they haven't stepped into that role. So it's your job. You take it as the young buck. I get hyped when I see Anthony Edwards out there because he seems like the kind of person that's like, well, I'll do it. I'll do it.
That's a good segue.
Well, he's on a team where there's nobody else to do it.
I wouldn't quite
say.
say.
It's good he stepped up, but he's on a team where
he has the ability to.
Yeah. It's like being like a rookie quarterback on a bad team.
Right. You got more room,
you
more
kind of have a
leeway.
better chance.
Right.
Yeah, you got a little more chance.
It's like Kevin Porter Jr. on Houston now.
Yeah. He's getting more chance. He's getting more staying up there. He's doing good.
Have y'all seen the latest current rookie of the year rating standings, so to speak, so far?
Yeah, Halliburton on top.
No, I've got per NBA.com as of this Monday.
He was last week.
He was last week. I did see that. He was last week. But they have Anthony Edwards back at the top at number 1.
As I felt he should have been, but I feel like Halliburton, we talked about that. I feel like he has the chance to run him down.
Hell yeah.
He can run Anthony Edwards down because he has more all-around game than Anthony does.
They've got Halliburton number 2, Jayshawn Tate. I haven't seen him play yet.
Out of Houston.
On the Rockets, yep. And they have Sadiq Bey. I haven't seen him play yet in Detroit, number 4. Sadiq Bey.
On Detroit. That's not striking.
And shout out UK. They got my boy Emmanuel Quickly for the New York Knicks.
All day. Fucks with the homie. But you know what's ironic about that is that being from Ohio and us having that big of a rivalry with Michigan, we don't see any Detroit sports. We'll see.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We'll see a Golden State game before we see a Detroit Pistons game. And even with football, we'll see a fucking Vikings game before we ever see a Detroit Lions game. Unless Detroit is playing Cleveland.
We'll always see him lose on Thanksgiving.
Right. But you know what I mean, though? Like, being from Ohio, you just don't see, like, they separate the two. Even though we're so close, they separate it. We don't see Detroit.
Well, I guess it's because, I don't think it has anything to do with, like, any rivalry shit, more or less just trying to, put a spotlight in sports in your own place.
I mean, I understand that, but usually they venture out. Like, once that game's over, they play the next closest game, but you never see Detroit ever.
How many Detroit Lions or Pistons games get live primetime television? That's usually the problem.
Only against another Ohio team or Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm talking
In
about like
general,
TNT.
yeah, in
I'm talking about
general,
like TNT.
yeah, no, you're
Prime
right.
Time,
Right,
you know, NBA Wednesday or whatever. It's never like, oh, well, we got marquee matchup of the Pistons versus, you know, the Nets. We're like, nah, let's pick something else.
Pistons. I mean, all of Detroit. Respectfully, I got family there. All of the sports suck, and that might be
Michigan sucks. It's
not
cool.
always. No, not as a. Not, I mean, it's just in a
Michigan
bad spot.
basketball-
It's just in a
Michigan
bad spot. But
Michigan
when you
basketball was
look
on
at
TV
it,
a lot.
when you look at it, Ohio's really only beaten Michigan in sports. But when you look at like all the other bullshit, we're not gonna get into it. But they're a lot more progressive than Red State, Ohio. You know what I mean?
I know,
And I don't mean
I
that
know what
like
you're
that's
getting at.
like I mean
I know
like
what
they're
you're getting
open.
at.
They're a lot more open to shit in Detroit. It's a lot more comfort than it is here, but they're just in a fucked up position currently with economics and environmental issues.
That's why they're more open because they need options in this bit. Like make the weed legal. We need all this money. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing in Detroit, only thing in Michigan that's worth talking about for real is Detroit. You know, you can talk about Flint if you want to or whatever,
Right.
but it's really no like Ohio has 3 major cities.
Right.
Michigan has 1. You know what I'm saying? We have 2 baseball teams, 2 football teams.
And a
Basketball.
hockey
Well, y'all not
team.
going down the
Yeah,
line.
I know
Pro
what you
soccer-
mean. I know what
Pro
you mean
soccer
though.
team.
Yeah, Michigan, you know, has, you know, they
Has history with all their teams though.
have history of, well, most of their teams suck.
Well, not always. The Detroit Red
how you
Wings.
really feel.
The Detroit Red Wings were on
All right, you
top.
got me on that.
The Detroit
you wanna throw-
Pistons
you wanna-
were
you wanna
on
throw-
top.
Oh, don't bring up the Pistons.
The bad boy
won
Pistons.
3 teams. Yeah, they had 2 back.
Even with Ben Wallace. What are we talking about?
Right.
that
Rick
one
Hamilton,
year.
Phillips.
Yeah, all right, man.
What are we talking about here? No, Detroit
Barry
has
Sanders.
history. They have history in that position. Now football, they've always been kind of
They trash.
fucked
yeah.
over. Let's
Calvin
be honest.
Johnson.
But we're not here to talk that.
Thanksgiving every day.
Right. Let's round it
Man.
back. We'll round
He
it
had to
back
bring out
though.
this nigga brought out the Red Wings, bro.
Right, didn't he? Cliff
It's
like-
bad when you got to pull out the hockey team.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying when I'm thinking about historic Detroit teams, the 2 that come to mind are the Pistons and the Red Wings. Leave it. We'll leave it.
So since
We'll leave it at that.
Since
Right.
Aaron, you said you're watching the game right now with the Nets and Pelicans.
Yeah, give us
right?
an update.
It's on commercial.
Okay.
What commercial?
Well-
No, I'm just
Right.
What are they saying?
Right. It's a guy
What are
code.
y'all- What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all's thoughts on the Nets right now? So we know Harden's out, KD's back, Kyrie's playing.
It's a good
Kyrie
question.
goes out from time to time. Blake is out. I think LaMarcus is out.
Blake is
No, they
playing.
ain't out. Yeah, Blake and LaMarcus is good.
But they're back. Blake was out recently.
They've been
though,
giving
again.
Blake a little bit more minutes.
So how do y'all feel about the Nets? I know we always talk about we see them in the finals, but with so many injuries and lack of chemistry still this far into the season, how do y'all feel about the Nets?
I'm a pinpoint one player just because, I like Blake Griffin, but this whole he seems like he has like he was holding that in the whole time. He's taunting his old teams and shit. I don't like that shit, man.
Yeah, I don't either. You're not doing
You know
enough
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
it either.
No, you're not the boss on this team.
You're just
You're not-
happy to be on a good team, and now you want to take
Yeah.
advantage. Yeah, I understand
Oh
what you're
look,
saying.
I just dunked the ball.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Finally, I want some people that I can
Oh,
win
man.
with.
Right.
Right.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. And
Yeah.
that it doesn't fit his personality, huh?
Nah,
Because
it
he
looks
doesn't
you're
seem
forced-
like a bully, you know what I mean? Like the bully type, but that's kind of a bully move. Like you wasn't doing that in Detroit. And you're not doing enough in Brooklyn to be out there flexing on people.
Feeling
No.
himself.
I think Steve need to pull him off to the side and be like, look, you're on the bench.
And if I'm keeping it a buck, as much as I love Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge have been putting in way more work than Blake, and he's been on the team less time. Let's stop it. LaMarcus is hitting shots and doing everything, and Blake got
Let's
a
be
couple
real.
dunks.
So what I
Let's
mean,
be
He
real.
hit
Let's be
a
real about it.
3 or 2, but I mean,
So how do y'all feel about the Nets though? Like I said, I mean, it still haven't answered my question.
Oh
It's
yeah,
still not-
that's
I
what
mean,
I wanted to take that one.
It's more than halfway through the season. They've yet to all fully.
They don't need
really
it.
play together.
They don't need it. And remember, if I told you if you remember from the jump, I said that I don't think that any of them should start playing together until pre-postseason. Till about 10 games before the postseason, you start playing all your stars at one time so they can start getting cohesive. But at this specific point, I feel like they should rotate their players because you want everybody healthy at one time. You don't want to burn them all out, and then towards the postseason, you were set up to be the guy to get the ring, and you fucked up because you played all your best players, and now all these injury-prone ass niggas is hurt.
Okay.
I don't understand how there's so many injuries nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
prima donnas. You're playing with the prima donnas.
right? That's what.
It's
That's
true.
what
That
I'm
has to
saying.
have something to do with it.
I will say
telling
this
you,
though, with like
all the stars.
What you got, Aaron?
with like event, people have more. They're more conscious about their career after basketball.
It's more
Right.
business. It's more Floyd Mayweather.
they're-
I'm not gonna
you know,
get hurt to not
Yeah,
get
I'm
enough
not
money.
gonna-
Right.
I'm not going to play with a broken leg and end up like Grant Hill and throw my career down the drain because I'm trying to be for the team, or I'm not going to, try to power through this injury, knowing it's going to further get worse and worse and worse and worse. Or I could just sit out because then it started with like I'm just going to sit out not because I'm injured, because I'm just trying to conserve
Right.
energy.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And now I'm sitting out because my knee, it doesn't hurt, but I got a little feeling in it where something might happen. So I'm
So we
sitting.
use that as an excuse.
Yeah, it's an excuse, but it's a part of it is I do see what they're trying to do because they're trying to make more longevity in the game. They're trying to last longer,
I get it. I get it.
But it's also kind of like disheartening when you see somebody like with a barely injury. Like I'm talking about just like you said before, like a toe, like a nail
Right.
coming off, and you miss a whole week because of a nail.
Right.
And you get
making
paid
millions of
millions.
dollars.
Right.
Right. And Cliff, what'd you say?
I said the best thing to do would be put a cap on the amount of games you play to like get
Right.
your full amount of money for
Right.
the year. So if it's a 72 game season and you don't play in at least 57 games, then you get this much cut off of your check because
Get
you were
80%
sitting out
of the
too
paycheck.
much. Now, if it's a injury, like
Right.
a real injury, like a Gordon
ACL,
Hayward
yeah.
injury, then
Paul
that's
George.
that's
Yeah, if you
different.
get-
But if you're
if you
not
get a doctor's
injured,
note.
right, and that you can't prove that you need to be sitting out, you shouldn't be sitting out.
I agree.
Because the
at the end
money
of the day-
comes into your pockets from us wanting to pay to watch you play. And
That's
if
good,
we
Lex.
come to pay to watch you play and you're not playing, once
of
again, I
stuff,
said I'll
Thank
never
you.
pay to watch you play
Thank you.
again. I'll
That's
never
my
go back to
problem.
another Cleveland game or another.
Right.
I paid this much money. I drove this
Facts.
far, and LeBron
Facts.
and them wasn't playing. I'm not coming back.
Oh,
Right.
hell no.
You could at least give me a couple minutes a quarter, just go out there and dunk the
But
ball.
see,
Okay.
that's where we are right now. So I feel like eventually they're gonna have to put a cap on it.
Yeah,
Like
just go
I
out there
said,
and do some layups.
Yeah,
like
something.
participate in the
Get some
shoot
down
around.
backs. Come
Yeah,
on.
something.
Let me see. Yeah.
He said some down and back.
So since we're
Let me
right.
see a gait.
So-
Let me see a stride. G, do something.
Come on.
So since we're still talking about the Nets, how y'all feel about did anybody see Michael Rappaport come out and talk about the whole KD situation? Anybody see that? Any interviews of Michael
He fake
Rappaport?
cried.
You trying to take
Fake
it there
cry.
already? Is that what you
Well,
want
I
to
mean,
do?
you're already on the topic, so we might as well. I'm someone rather than
Okay.
drive around the country. Let's drive state to state to state next door.
Listen, that was definitely in the title. Michael Rappaport crying with his bitch ass.
I can't stand him now.
I mean, he's a clown. They both clowns.
Yep.
They both clowns. One just knows how to play basketball with them big ass shoes.
Allegedly.
Somebody said, I think it was Shaq or somebody. I forget who it was. It might have been somebody older. We were talking about like how these kids get all this praise and shit when they're young, and they expect that shit to last the whole life.
Right.
Like they're in
That
the
makes a
AAU
lot of
and all
sense.
and they feel like, oh, I'm Kevin Durant. You shouldn't. Everybody loves me. This, then the third one, when somebody says Kevin Durant needs to step it up on the basketball court, it's like, oh, you hating on me? No,
Right.
step it up. I'm
Right.
talking to you about basketball. It'd be different. I was saying you need to step up as a man in your family life.
Exactly.
That's different. But if I'm saying you're not producing on the basketball court,
that's
as
what
a fan,
that's what you're here for me to judge
Yeah.
you and critique you.
and they can't take it. You can't take it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know. I want to go to like a high school basketball practice and kind of see what it's like nowadays. Are they like being real nice to kids?
That's interesting.
They cut the fuck out.
That's
Because we should get cut the fuck out.
That's a very
Like, in front of our
interesting
parents.
statement.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even listening? Like, you don't even have to. Why are you even listening to the critics if you're so soft in the first place?
Exactly.
off.
And if that's the case,
Stop
go out there and
looking at
ball
it.
me. Go out there and ball and be like, y'all see
You get paid
that?
to put the ball in the basket. You get paid to put the ball in the basket. You don't get paid to have conversations on Twitter with comedians and like, come on now, do your job.
And listen,
You don't like what we saying, then get better at your job.
right. You're right. And my whole thing is, just because all this has happened, I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to this game's stats. I want to see how much you produce after talking all that shit. Were you doing what you needed to be doing in the rehab and putting up shots? Or were you just tweeting with bitch ass old school fell off actors? Like what were you doing?
I want
American History X.
I want to see the post interview. That's what I
You said American History X.
I
We already
wanna
said
see
higher learning last week.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's higher learning. That's what man. Nazis, man.
He said not. Yeah, he wasn't in American History X. That was a dude from Fight Club.
Yeah, but they play the same type of people.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see how Kevin Durant reacts, since we know he's not a fan of criticism or being on blast.
Listen, it doesn't fucking matter, Joe. You know what? People like that, it's rough, and I know I made the joke, and I don't know. I guess I should apologize, but. No, I'm not gonna, because I still feel that way. If you get that deep into your feelings about people saying shit about you to the point that you could potentially throw your career away, you need to be medicated. You need to be medicated, because clearly you can't make good decisions on your own.
And obviously you didn't get made fun of as a child.
Right, and that's what
like nobody made
Rappaport...
fun of you in school?
And that's what Rappaport was trying to do. Let's not get it twisted. He was trying to cancel you. That's why he put that shit out. Wasn't no other reason why, right? Y'all got tickets. KD gave you tickets to the games and all that. So, like we said when the shit first came out, so y'all had each other's number. So instead of calling and talking the shit out, you would much rather not respond and put out the DMs. Oh, you were trying to cancel that man. You were trying to be a bitch and cancel that man.
Yeah, Rappaport.
And also promote your own brand. That's also what he's trying to do. He's
right,
trying to
get back relevant, right, as he is.
Catch a buzz.
That fucking fake crying toucan Sam Pelican looking motherfucker.
You can't be that loud and from New York and start crying with bullshit like that.
Right. That's a bad look on New York. That is a bad look on New York.
He said we're not homies. We're not friends.
Listen, that's an awful look on New York. Y'all just got Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching ass and Rappaport, and both of them cried after they snitched.
That's up,
man. New York, it seemed to me like you got two motherfuckers to get rid of. Get them out of y'all's area, because y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that.
They got more than that.
Cleveland just make bad decisions. New York apparently got some motherfuckers out there that can't be trusted to live by the code.
Oh yeah.
I mean, motherfuckers don't live by the code everywhere, but that's ironic. Motherfuckers.
New York is such a big. It's a worldwide city. When people think about America, they pretty much think New York and whatever. To say you're from New York and he used to talk that shit. I used to play with Kenny Anderson back in the day at the park and shit, and they used to play in the projects and shit. You wasn't crying out there when somebody blocked your shot. You better not start crying, because we're going to pack you out. We'll beat your ass. You never can come back to this court.
Shit, no blood, no foul was real for up until 2000s. Up until the potential internet crash, or what did they call it?
2K.
Y2K, yeah.
Yeah.
Up until that, and then whatever happened, I guess the computers really did shut down, and everybody rewired back into some bitch shit. Cause ever since then, I don't know what's going on, but hey, here we are.
Bitch shit, whole lot of bitch shit.
And I don't mean it like that, like
bitch to me.
He's stupid.
Jordan's a
What
nut,
the fuck
bro.
is wrong with him?
Jordan's a nut. Jordan, what you got? What you got? A sweet iced tea over there? What you got? A twisted tea?
Don't worry about me, man.
Right.
You need to worry about yourself. I tell you that all the time. You always worry about everybody.
But
Oh.
Kyle no Corver.
I do feel like now what happened other than that, since we on it, Rap offered to pay the $50,000 fine for KD.
I didn't hear about. Did he? I didn't hear about.
Isn't that like 100 though? Isn't that some white people called the police and then get mad at what the police do type shit?
Oh, I didn't know they were gonna do that.
Right, like, oh, I'm so sorry, it got out of hand. I didn't let me assist with your ticket. Like, come on now. That's
crazy.
weak. Like,
it could all be a setup, and behind the scenes they could really be friends. You know.
you
It's
know
just
what?
like,
I'm getting tired of hearing
We
shit.
do
it
live
is.
in that
It's
era.
alright.
We do
I'm
live in
getting
that
tired of it.
era.
so that they still talk about my name.
We
'Cause
do
you
live
gonna
in
be
that
relevant
era.
still.
That's an interesting
Come on,
point
look
to
out
bring
for
up.
me, KD.
Man, I
Look
can't.
out for me, KD. I'll even pay for it.
Right.
I'll
You know what?
pay for the clout.
You
I'll pay
may
for
be
the clout.
right. You
I
may be
wouldn't doubt
right.
it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Hey, KD, I'm in Brooklyn right now. Nigga, pull up.
I
I'm on the back.
never, yeah, spit in my face, KD, like you said you was. Ha 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 ha.
Right. He really did.
I never thought of it like that. And we do live
It
in
could
that
be.
era where
It could be.
that could be.
Could be.
I hope not.
That's why they both clowns to me. I mean, let's
Mhm.
be honest, it was both handled
are you
in some
worried
clown
about
ass way.
But I don't think it's a joke because it made CNN like this. This one.
Yeah, I don't think so. But that's what I mean. Listen, there's been bigger.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
yeah.
It was believable.
What's the word? There's been bigger facades,
might have
bigger.
hurt-
Uh-huh.
And this took a dip on KD's rap too.
It
with a lot of
did.
people.
I think it did.
I don't think it's a joke. I don't think it's a joke because that's somebody.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Thing about it too is like people gotta realize, like I kind of miss the days where celebrities were a little less, they're harder to touch. I kind
Right.
of miss those.
Right.
The lucid, the exclusiveness, and,
Right.
you know, the mysteriousness of them. I kind of miss that a little bit because now it's like, you know, they say you hate meeting your heroes and shit. I
Right.
meet them niggas all the time now, like online.
I've met a lot
And
of
y'all
people I liked and didn't like them either. Oh well, I know
Oh,
what you
yeah.
mean from the online standpoint. That's
Yeah,
different
online
though.
situation. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
not
you're like-
face to
you're like-
face.
It's not
Motherfuckers don't say
face-to-face.
shit. Like even if they don't like you and they know that like, oh, I could fuck him up if I wanted to. They still don't say the shit that they're thinking to your face. You know what I mean? They will online, but they don't do it in your face.
Real quick.
Because it's almost a empathy thing where it's like, I don't even want to see this motherfucker curl up like that if I, like do him dirty. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, the opposite could be said too, because if you was talking that shit online and
Well,
that's
that's us. That's regular people. But
Yeah,
when you got shit
I'm
to
busy.
lose, like Rappaport and KD, why is it ever on site? Why is it ever stuck?
It wouldn't have to be stuck. I'd be like, man, where's KD working out at? I would show up to the gym where he was working out at. I would lock the door.
That's stuck, nigga. What is you talking about?
I would lock the door.
You're thinking about it from somebody that doesn't have 6 zeros behind a number in their bank account.
Right.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
I'm
do
talking about
nothing.
this
You
risk,
wouldn't
really.
do nothing like that if you had that much money to lose. I
But if
wouldn't do
it's-
nothing like that if I had that much
Oh,
money to
no.
lose.
Not at all.
Hell no.
I wouldn't even message Michael Rappaport. I would have been like, "That's fine.
Right. I wouldn't even respond.
That's cool. Call me everything you want. That's fine."
Well, I mean, based on Kevin Durant's track record, I'm not talking about hands anymore, but I'm talking about he's always been doing it. So
That's
it's
why I
kinda
said
like-
he did it to children. He did it to a child. So
He got
come
burner
on.
accounts just so he can get back at people. Like that's the part I'm talking about. Like the part of seeing how insecure they are, because that's insecurity to me, pretty much.
That's exactly what
You
it
can't
is.
take. So seeing how insecure Kevin Durant, if I never saw any tweets from Kevin Durant and never saw any other off the court crap, I would think much more highly of him.
I don't think
Then
I
I
like
do-
this.
What was that line?
I'm sorry. I cut you off, but yeah, this beer is too dark for me. Look how dark that is.
What you drinking?
IPA? What you drinking?
It's-
Coffee?
It's look, I'll give
Little
him,
too hoppy
I'll
for
give him
me.
love. It's from Ohio.
I knew he would.
Funk
Listen,
City.
listen.
Little
hold
bit
on.
too hoppy for
hold
me.
on. Let me quote Cliff real quick earlier when we were at Kroger.
Is that a can of Fago?
Cliff,
Nah,
this
it's
is
a
Mount.
beer.
Look,
It's an IPA. This the strong shit.
This is Mount. This is Mount. Cliff, you ain't gonna like it. I don't give a damn. They're from Ohio. I'm representing Ohio. I'm gonna get it anyway. Okay.
Listen.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, this smell like it's
That's an Ohio blend. I can smell it.
That's from Cleveland. Hey, Cleveland.
I respect that though. That's some shit I
bad
do.
decisions.
Right.
It's
Bad
okay.
decisions is what
That's
I'll
all right.
say.
Hey, man,
like
that's the name of the beer. It's called Bad Decision.
But
it's not awful. It's just not my style. I don't
It
like
ain't
dark
fair.
beer.
At least you get
Too hoppy. Too hoppy.
I did see, kind of transitioning, I did see that the NBA made a deal with Clear's Health Pass technology. Long story short,
Not
they're
bad,
having they're having in arena health screenings for COVID for fans and stuff.
Oh, right.
So that's kind of cool. So they're trying to open that back up, get us fans back up in arenas and stuff like that. That was kind of interesting. Did y'all see that DeMarcus Cousins signed a 10-day contract with the Clippers?
Did he?
Hey.
Yeah, man. I'm hot.
Listen,
He had
DeMarcus Cousins
That's
deserves
scary.
to be in the league.
He does.
Hell yeah. Hell
He's
yeah.
injury prone, but when
But
he's
that's
not,
the only
good.
the only fault you can put on him. And before he got cut from
Houston, he played good in Houston.
that's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't really a reason why they let him go like that, other than they just wasn't trying to keep paying him.
Right. Lakers should have kept him too. That's a different story. I'll go on about who should have hit it.
Yeah, DeMarcus. I'm glad to see him back. There was somebody else in
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas on
He
the
did.
Pelicans.
Yeah,
I was
I seen
glad to
that.
see, and he balled too.
Did he?
Yes, he balled. He balled that game. Who did he play? He
IT.
played the Hawks. It was the Hawks. Hawks won 123-107. But listen, that game. Did you see that game, Aaron?
I didn't see it.
The Hawks shot as a team 64.5% from three. They shot 20 of 31 from three, and at one point in the game, they had 12 threes in a row.
What up? They scored like 130, 140 in that game?
123.
Oh, okay.
Like me out there.
They was bussing. Listen, Lou Williams. That's why I said Lou
This dude's
Williams.
foolish, man.
Lou Williams clearly wiped the lemon pepper sauce off his hands and got out there and showed up. He hit a fall away three like the Kawhi Leonard joint that got him into the finals.
Right, against the
But it
Clippers.
was pure,
No,
like
the
just
Clippers.
butter. Like as soon as he released out of the frame of the shot, butter. Wasn't no bouncing shit. It was just I was like, Luke, god damn, where were you when you was supposed to be out there?
Hey, man, he
After
back
he shot
home.
it, he went,
None of the lemon pepper wings, but he got home cooking and shit.
Jordan, you're a fool.
He's stupid as fuck for the podcast version. He licking his motherfucking fingers. That's clearly what Lou Williams did. And he said, "Oh, y'all need me? Baby, put your panties back on. I'm about to. We'll finish this lap dance later. I got some shots to put up."
He put some powder on his hands.
Man, I'm telling you, he did his thing. He's been doing his thing since he been back. But that was the most. I think it was a franchise record. It wasn't like an NBA record. But it kind of made me wonder who has put up a better 3-point performance as a team. Who do you think?
Warriors?
That's the first team that came to mind. The Warriors.
Yeah. I mean, Klay Thompson made like 12 threes in the game by himself.
Well, we talking about as a team collectively,
Oh.
like as a team percentage, who's put up higher than 64.5. I'm gonna do my research after the podcast. We might have to touch on it next Wednesday, but that's an interesting. Who? Okay, Warriors. Who else would be a pick? Who else would be your? And this is over history. This isn't just now that we seeing.
Well, history's kind of unfair. There's probably literally teams that only took
Based
5
on
three-point
You're
attempts.
right. You're right. But no, we
Yeah.
can't just cut it down to recent of late.
We could do the shot clock era. Or ever
Do
since they
that
made
of shot clock,
Ray
yeah.
Allen.
Shot clock era. But Ray Allen's only
What,
been on the
Celtics?
Bucks, the Celtics, and the Heat.
Mm-hmm. I checked those teams out.
I want to say the Raptors at some point. I think they had like a good run 2-3 years ago. Where they had
Let me write them down. I'm gonna write them down. So we said
Raptors.
Warriors, Raptors, Bucks.
Shit.
I throw Pacers out there with Reggie.
I was definitely thinking that.
Reggie was out there busting, so
Reggie
they might
was
have,
busting.
But if we talking about team stats, Reggie was going
Yeah, that's what I'm
after
saying.
Buck.
Yeah, he was
Somebody
doing it
else
by
was
himself,
connecting with
but
him.
I'm thinking that
You
What
know,
about
maybe
Melo?
he might have
What
had
about
something
Melo back
cooking
when he
and
was in New
somebody else
York?
popped in.
Melo in
Melo
New York and JR, Melo and JR. I guess
Melo
that's
had a
fair to
couple-
put
Melo-
out
Melo
there.
had a couple 50-point games where they was probably as a team, you know.
I guess that's fair to put out there.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else too much past that. I mean, probably a Lakers.
I'm gonna put out the Celtics with Larry Bird and them.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look them up. We got Warriors,
Mike Miller
Raptors,
and-
Bucks, Pacers, Knicks, and Celtics.
You don't need to look in the last 10 years for the Raptors. You don't have to look any farther.
Oh well, I'm sure of that, sir.
You leave all that other shit alone.
Really, the last 2 years, because I know it wasn't DeRozan and Lowry putting them up.
And
3 years, then, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess it would be 3, huh? Yeah, because
Yeah.
Kawhi played last year for the LA too. So yeah, you're right. 3 years, last 3 years.
y'all see Drew Holiday 4-year contract extension with the Bucks up to 134 mil.
Wait, what now?
Nigga,
Drew Holiday agreed to a 4-year contract extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. The deal is worth up to $134 million.
He was talking mad shit to Steph
I
Curry
mean-
in that game, though. I was watching that. He was
Drew
talking
was?
mad shit towards the end. Yeah.
And he lost
He was-
too, boy.
He was going back at him. He was shitty.
How long was the extension?
So it's a
4 years?
4-year contract extension with the Bucks for up to 134
So that's probably
I
gonna be
seen
through
him
the end of
talking
his
mad
career.
shit.
Right,
I mean,
he
it's
kinda-
deserved though. I think it's deserved. I think Drew Holiday's
too.
definitely
He's-
underrated. He's better on defense
Oh,
than
yeah.
he is on offense, which I think I like more. Not more,
Yeah.
but
At his level where he's at, yeah, that's what's up. He's gonna come in as a veteran type shit, you know?
Right.
He comes in
a veteran leader, coach, player,
and that's
coach.
gonna
What was you about to
teach you how
say,
play
Aaron?
defense.
Oh, I wasn't about to say. I was about to say shout out the Holiday parents because
Right.
you got Aaron and Justin
Facts.
on the Pacers getting bags, and then Drew to secure the ultra bag. Bro.
Antetokounmpo too. Then
Ultra
that's the case. Antetokounmpo
Hey.
too. Because what's his
Got
name?
the
He's got a
great
big
bag.
Costas.
Giannis just got a
Giannis.
huge bag before.
Well,
the
you
season
know,
started.
Giannis is gonna be the guy to carry the. But I think as a collective, the Holiday family got more than they do.
But hold
Man,
on.
look, I
about
saw
the ball
which
bag?
one's on the Lakers. Which one's on the Lakers?
That's what I was gonna say. It starts with an A. But listen,
He's-
I don't.
he's
I don't
terrible.
Talent. But
He's
hold on.
terrible.
I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about.
Aaron, hold
I'm
on.
talking about pure contracts. If we're talking about contracts, you can only really count Giannis's. You can't count Costas's. You can't count
That's his name. That it's like it starts with a T. It's like Thamos. Starts with a T. The other one-
That's
I
racist,
can't think.
man.
I know what you're talking about too. He's the youngest.
That's
He's the one
racist,
that just
Malcolm.
came out like 2 or 3 years ago. 2 years ago.
But my whole point is, listen, if I'm getting a bag that I'm comfortable with, and once again, Cliff, we had this conversation. We talk about, can I sit at this table with the former champions? The one on the Lakers can sit at that table. Because listen, even Giannis, who's getting the bag, speaking of the bag,
Right,
you
can't
can't
sit
sit at
there.
that table, bro. I can't. Oh, bro, I'm sorry. I'll meet you.
And you know what's fucked up about it is, you know what's fucked up about it, and that's a good point. But what's even more fucked up about that is you can sit at the MVP table, but the MVP table is still full of champions as well. So you gotta
Right.
sit your ass back at the baby table, even though you got at the kitty table, even though you got an MVP trophy.
You can't
You
sit.
gotta
at
go.
the
You gotta go sit with Steve Nash now.
Right.
I mean, let's be honest. I love my nigga, but Derrick Rose in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derrick Rose is tragic.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose is in the handicap section.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Derrick
wanna
Rose
go,
gets
Aaron.
to sit in between the kitty and he got a tray sitting in front of the
Exactly.
TV by himself.
Because
Because I still he's still been putting up numbers with New York when he gets in. Now he hasn't been getting in as much because they said Quigley. Listen,
He
didn't
made
I
it
tell you
right.
Quigley was
Thank
going to
you.
take his spot? I said, I don't know why.
I didn't know that, but yeah.
We talked
He's
about
nice.
that back in the day. I said,
Right.
and you said,
He's nice.
where do you come out of?
Right. Yeah. You know my spiel. Listen. But also, Cliff, this is for you. Well, Aaron, too, because you a fan on the East Coast with the Bulls. So I looked at some stats.
I like
believe
you
this
with the
is-
questions. Let me find out Malcolm's coming with the questions, sir.
I told you I did my homework today.
I
My
appreciate
fucking
it.
weed.
Listen, Listen, this one's more of a statement for you and Aaron. Jordan, you too, because you're an East fan with the Pacers. So the West is right now, as of Monday, I believe, 174 to 141. This
Wins to
season
losses.
against the East. Wins to losses in the interconference games.
Right. 174, 141.
West is still on top.
Right.
Like I said.
I figured as much.
Because you always talk about the East is
for so
better.
long.
It's all right. It's all right though. I mean, but that's what
They
I'm
were
saying.
dominant for so
It's
long.
evening out. It's very clearly evening out currently. Y'all gotta stop because right now East has the momentum and we've been down for a while. You feel what I'm saying? It's not
We
like
got nowhere to go but up.
we're
We
doing
got nowhere
this
to go
right
but
now.
up.
It's slow. You're on a slow incline. Chris.
Right.
Y'all are on a slow incline.
That's all I'm saying. Listen.
Malcolm,
Fact.
damn it, remember where you from, man.
All right, I grew up in the Mid- Hey,
You know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying? You ain't from LA, man.
But hold on.
He
That's
a
not fair,
fucking
'cause
Judas
that's
and a
not fair.
motherfucking
That's
light
not-
skinned
Aaron,
Messiah.
Aaron,
No, I'm just
that's
playing.
not-
That's
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 fair.
wrong.
Aaron, that's not fair. Right.
That's
Listen.
backwards. That's backwards. I'm backwards.
Listen.
Rewind that.
But
Rewind
Aaron, that ain't
that.
fair because Cliff is a Raiders fan and you're a Tampa fan. You're a Buccaneers
Well,
fan.
that's
I
just
lived in
basketball,
Florida.
or I mean football.
I lived in Florida for a year, sir.
Oh,
So,
he hit me with
I
the,
mean-
with the 365.
But you were a fan before you lived there, sir.
Okay.
Hey, well, I went there and I drunk from the water from the well.
Okay.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
part of the land now.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I think I said he made it to the Tampa Bay Mecca,
I
and
can't
now he
stand
is a
Aaron.
I
Tom
made the
Brady.
stadium. I
I
made
had
it to the
tap
parking
water
lot,
in
though.
Tampa.
You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the Bulls, most of my family's in Chicago.
Right.
My dad's
Okay.
family's from Chicago.
I
So
knew that.
Well, that's East Coast anyway, so I mean I can respect it either way. And
You
then
know.
I did, speaking again, homework. I seen that as of the 5th, the power rankings are the Jazz, the Suns, the Nets, and the Nuggets. Suns is. I told you about the Suns. I told you about these.
That
Suns.
sounds.
I told you
exactly-
about
that
the
sounds
Suns. That's some
exactly
bullshit.
about.
Right.
That sounds exactly about. Listen, speaking of the Suns, let me tell you something. Where did I had some notes on them?
Yeah. Break them out, sir. I know you got them somewhere.
What
Scribble
game was
scrabble.
it that I enjoyed of the Suns? Suns Rockets was a great game.
Was it?
Fucking great game. It was on the 5th. It was Monday. It was Monday. Great game. And I said Rockets are playing a lot better with Kevin Porter Jr. than they ever played with John Wall and Oladipo. I feel like that's a clear and
they still have John
Lennox,
Wall, though, right?
huh?
They still have
He
John
hurt.
Wall, though, right?
He hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be back, but he's hurt.
Yeah. We always think he's gonna be back.
Right, he'll be back for 3
He gonna
games.
take another 4 years off.
Right.
Another 4 years, y'all.
Anyways, go ahead, Cliff. Sorry, continue.
Nah, you ain't really cut me off. I was just saying, I was saying
Rockets
that
and
Porter
Suns.
did better than Oladipo and Wall and Olynyk on the Houston now.
Is
Listen,
he?
I know, yes, yeah, he got the trade.
Aaron's boy.
And I know I give him a lot of shit, but he is an offensive threat. Olynyk is an offensive threat. He will hit a jump shot from anywhere on the court. His passing vision is crazy because he was a point guard in high school. It's just it's crazy to see him on offense. His defense, that's what I always talk about. He's just so soft on defense. I've never seen somebody that soft on defense being that big.
Right.
Except for when he yanked Kevin Love's bitch ass arm
Because
out
he's
of
white,
socket.
Jordan. They're ignorant.
Nah, that ain't
white,
it.
Jordan, you're ignorant.
And just cause Malcolm said it, but Jordan pointed at his skin for the
Right, and-
audio listeners.
And Jordan is white, so that's on him.
Listen.
in defending y'all.
There can't be but so many of us on this court, man. I gotta get
No,
you.
but no, that's not the case because you look at somebody.
playing.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking to Jordan. You look at somebody with Viking mentality like fucking Steven Adams.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
dog.
not letting fucking Zion take him in the
dog.
paint. He's
No.
like, you look at somebody like him, it's just the fact of, I feel like that's kind of interesting, because I feel like they're the opposite. I feel like Olynyk is the offensive version of Adams, and Adams doesn't have the offense that, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Adams is pure defense, Olynyk is pure offense. and they come together in that way. Because Adams will get you a couple turnarounds, a couple dunks, a couple lob catches,
Easy.
but that's the same as Olynyk getting a couple steals here and there, a couple blocks or lockdown plays. They're the same player on the opposite ends of the spectrum. So I guess that makes perfect sense.
I agree.
Oh, look at that. That's interesting.
100%. Did y'all see
You're good for something, Jordan. You're good for something, kid.
Right. We keep him around for a couple things.
I fucks with the homie. What were you about to say?
Have y'all seen the latest MVP race so far? Who's, top 1 through 5?
Nah, give me that. Give me that.
So as of
Embiid, probably.
Well, as of April 2nd, because it hasn't been updated yet. It's Joker, number 1.
In the MVP race?
Yeah, man. He's been they said he's got 26.
Not number 1.
They said he's got 26.8 points per game, 11.1 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.6 steals per game.
You know what though? I can't argue that. Because you know what? Jokic he's a quiet guy. Like his stats build up over time and you be like, did he get that much? Like I don't ever really see him. I see him do what he's expected to do. He's going to hit an open 3. You don't leave him open. He's going to hit an open 3. He's going to get the passes in the lanes that nobody sees but him.
He's a free throw shooter, though. That's where he gets most of his butter from.
I bet, huh? That's where I'm wondering.
He be underneath the basket. And, but as far as Jokic as a big man,
he barely even jumps.
He's at the free throw line probably the most out of all big men in the league, and he also has a high percentage. So that's where his points become. Because I'll be thinking the same. I'll be watching the game be over. He got 35,
and it's like where did that come from? Right.
So then he's like 18. Then he's like 18 for 21 from the 3-point line.
Right. Now I'm not gonna lie. Denver is another team that falls in the category of Utah, Sacramento, Detroit, teams that I don't get to see live. I have to either look the game up on YouTube or look up the highlights, and most of the time I'm looking up the highlights. I'm gonna keep it G for all the people out there.
Right.
With Utah, Denver, and Pistons, I don't care to see the full game. I'm gonna just keep it a whole buck with y'all.
And Utah's the best team in the league. Everybody's like, we still don't watch.
Yeah, I just want to see the highlights because Utah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was amazed when I watched Utah versus Cleveland. I was amazed by them. It almost had me enough to be like, let me watch them a little bit more, but not enough to be looking up games on. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work with my time schedule. So.
And then they got Dollar Dame number 2. Harden number 3, Giannis number 4, and Luka number 5 in this current MVP race as of the 2nd.
Yeah, I can see that. I knew Luka was going to be in there. Embiid wasn't in there, huh?
No.
Embiid should definitely be in there over Giannis.
Well, he just came back a couple games ago, though. He's got to, you know how that goes. You got to earn your keep again. You got to, you know what I mean? You can't just skip the line, so to speak, right? You got to get
well, you know what? No, you're absolutely right. Because if we're talking MVP, like from an NBA standpoint, you can argue Giannis will always be that.
Yeah. And that's one of the things where I kind of feel like there should be like, I know it's not going to happen. There has to be some more type of qualifications to be MVP. I know he's probably one, but like it's like your team.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. No,
you know
continue. Continue what you were saying, but
no, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like if you make MVP 3 years in a row, but you don't win championship any of them 3 years, you disqualify for the next year.
That's not a bad rule, though. That's not a bad rule, though, because most valuable player doesn't just mean most valuable player on your team. It means most valuable player in the league. And yes, you can be an MVP on a losing team, but you have to be the most valuable player in the league. And Giannis is not that. He's the most valuable player in Milwaukee.
I agree. And then I seen the defender rankings came out in the NBA. This came out as of yesterday. So they got number 1 Rudy Gobert. They got number 2 you and Aaron's boy Ben Simmons. Number 3
my nigga Ben.
Number 3 your boy Jordan Miles Turner for the Pacers. Number 4 Giannis.
Miles Turner's the truth.
for the Bucks. And number 5, my boy Bam Adebayo, Miami Heat.
Yep, you gotta give it to Bam.
Defender rankings.
So it's all good defenders, man.
Yeah.
That's a good defender team.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, all big men, obviously. So I mean,
a lot of shot blockers though, too. There's a lot of shot blockers.
Right.
Think about it. There's not a lot of like guard defenders in there getting all defensive year.
No,
like Jimmy Butler's not in there, and all the people that you would think might be in a conversation.
Jimmy Butler is another quiet motherfucker where you be like, God damn, he finished with 28.
I try to tell you, you be down in Jimmy. You be down
because he plays so slow motion, like he's so slow motion, like
he plays with grace.
You're right. You are right. Like it's like
finesse.
It is. I'm not going
ultimate finesse.
You're correct. But it's just like every time I watch a game, I'm like, God damn, Jimmy, I didn't see you make all them points.
Mm-hmm. Quiet assassin.
Every game he's coming with 25, 28. And it's like, I didn't see that. I didn't see you do that.
Right. He'll get you, though. He'll get you, though.
I like him. That's my nigga. I like his personality. I like his game.
He's a dog.
I feel like he can do more. I feel like he can break through. I feel like he can be the guy in the league. You know what I mean? If he really wanted to, he could be the guy that everybody's like, oh, it's Jimmy's league.
Right. If he steps up a little bit.
No.
Oh, I think so.
I can't go all the way there with you. Jimmy Butler is definitely an all-star. He's definitely an all-star. But, like, the league being like Jimmy Butler, like LeBron is the league right now. You saying Jimmy Butler? LeBron is the league.
Yeah.
I
feel like because you got to think when Jimmy Butler. It was even before. Who was he with before he went to the Bulls?
76ers, Timberwolves.
No. He was the Bulls first. He was the Bulls first.
No, he was.
Then he went to. Then he went to the
Timberwolves. Okay, so I get him vice versa. So I'm vice versa them. So
he got drafted by the Bulls.
Oh, that I was completely wrong then. A couple of episodes ago, I said I didn't like Jimmy on the Bulls.
He was nice on the Bulls.
Yeah, and I think you said that too. It was.
Yeah.
I think it was the reverse. I think it was Minnesota. It was the second team that I didn't like him with.
Minnesota was
the Wolves.
That was when I feel like Jimmy Butler fell back and just said, "I'll do enough to be me."
Yeah.
But when he first came out, he was dunking on motherfuckers. He was driving. He was like you could see his aggression when he played.
You want to be that guy.
Right now, it's like the reason why I don't peg him to get the stats he gets is because I don't see the same aggression that I saw from him in the beginning.
Money.
Right. You're right.
Money. If you get you can't sit here and tell me that you're as hungry as you was when you were, 17 or 18, trying to make it in the league or trying to make it into college.
It's the
people tell you left and right.
It's the Marvin Hagler syndrome. Best fighter, one of the best fighters in the world, and he said, "Nigga, I'm sleep on satin sheets. My girlfriend's dressed nice every day. I don't feel like going to the gym and fighting y'all all the time."
Right.
The war is over with.
Right. You know what I mean? I feel that. I feel that.
No more locked doors.
I feel that.
The war is over with.
Listen, that's the truth. Listen, Marvin Hagler used to run in the snow yelling war all day long. That's a very Marvin Hagler was one of the best ever, and I mean I get it. Once you get your plate, like I'm good. I don't want to eat anymore.
I'm fed.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fed.
That happens in football, I think, more in basketball. Because football, it's like
Malk's nemesis, Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh yeah.
He hates. He got paid and was like, "Fuck it."
He did. He said
he fumbled like 6 times, like the first game of the season. I think it was like last year.
Turned into a fullback too, Aaron.
That's weakness.
Gained weight. Yeah.
Hey, man.
That's weakness.
It is.
It's weakness, but it's also being comfortable. Whenever you're comfortable, you're gonna lose some of that edge.
But
when you're not sure about what you're gonna eat tomorrow, you want to go outside and tear some shit.
Listen,
you ain't trying to be the best that you can be.
Right. That's my thing.
You ain't trying to be the best that you can be.
I competitive. I couldn't settle for being bottom tier.
Jimmy used to be like first, second team all defense.
Yeah, so yeah, it used to be. That's what I'm saying.
You
That's
don't
what
see
surprised
that
me.
out of him anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Like he just plays nonchalant. And I'm not saying that nonchalant isn't great play, but imagine being Jimmy. Yeah, you could own the league. You could own the league if you played Jimmy Butler out the gate basketball, knowing what you know now.
Right.
You don't think?
I agree.
I don't think so. That's just my opinion.
I mean, but no, I'm not saying like by far, by no means, but I can see him being the guy. But right now I feel like I've been saying it's open to the young players, because the older players that have been in the league have said, I'm comfortable where I'm at. Y'all can have that. And right now it's wide open for a lot of people to be like, I'll take it.
John Marie.
Carmelo last year finally was like, look, you know what? Just let me on the basketball team. I swear I'll come off the bench. I'll just shoot little bank shot J.
Yeah, he said I'll finally do. Yeah, I agree, Coach. Whatever you want.
Because before then he was like, man, I just want them to tell me what my role is. I'm pretty sure they told you what your role is,
right.
but you didn't accept it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not get the ego thing. You know, you Carmelo, you came out with LeBron, and it was you, him, and LeBron. Y'all came out of
y'all handled it. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But you know, older guys in the league, you know, I guess it's a changing of the guard or whatever. They're starting to realize how old they are and shit. That's what I think of it.
That's, you know what? Let me stop before I go to the bathroom.
Don't feel himself now.
That's
right.
Now that's what I'm interested to see. That's what I'm interested to see with Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant hasn't hit his decline yet.
No.
Now, what's gonna happen when your weak ass, or I don't want to say weak, when your soft ass starts getting chewed?
It's something different.
No, because weak is like
you better get off that Twitter.
Right.
You better get off
You
that
better
Twitter.
shut your account down. Weak is like you don't have. Weak is like you don't have the ability at all to do. Soft is I have the ability, but I'm flustered by what they're saying. That's why I wanted to correct my. So what happens when you're on the decline of your career and the young bucks start chewing you? How are you gonna live?
I don't want to be a fly on
How
that
do
wall.
we not get an article saying Kevin Durant hung himself like dude from
damn.
Shawshank? But I mean, if you're reacting like this as being known as the second best player in the league, how are you gonna react when all the kids are chewing you and you have no more game left? No more ankles, no more game left.
Exactly. I just gave KD about 45 last night.
Right. How is he going to react then? Because you know the kids are going to be doing that. Like, I couldn't wait to chew KD, and I finally chewed him. And what's he going to do then?
Might want to get on that medication.
Everybody has their story.
Jordan, right.
The NBA, where they like, they met their person.
What are those DMs going to look like then?
What are they going to look like?
Imagine those DMs then. When KD's salt and pepper like Kevin Love, like I don't want to quit, but my ankles keep telling me to.
And these people online, they just keep talking shit about me.
Stupid.
Listen, y'all better quit bullying KD for he get on y'all's mailing address.
Nigga, what I say? Listen, KD got enough. I wish KD would drop me right now. I guess I'd have to sue. I guess I'd have to be the fuck nigga to be like, I need some money, Joe.
Yeah.
But real talk, you can have this chin. You can have it. You probably
right here.
You'll probably roll your wrist trying to swing, but you can have it.
He'll pull a Jordan, break his hand.
And
like
I'm going down like a fucking African in an insurance scam. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh!
Right. Y'all handle it. I'm about to piss.
So, man, I'm weak. Yeah, that KD stuff, bro. He is a mess. But they said that the NBA play-in tournament is supposed to start soon too.
When does the playoffs start?
So I got that on here. So the playoffs start, and I'll just go over it again because Cliff, we all know Cliff takes forever sometimes. But the playoffs start on Saturday, May 22nd, and will conclude no later than July 22nd. So it's coming up. It's coming up.
So what's the plan? Is that like a best out of 5?
Yeah, let's go ahead and cover it. So I was gonna wait for Clip, but I'll cover it again when he get back. But the play-in tournament will begin Tuesday, May 18th, and conclude on Friday, May 21st. The teams with the 7th highest and 8th highest winning percentages in each conference will each have 2 opportunities to win 1 game to earn a playoff spot. The teams with the 9th highest and 10th highest winning percentages in each conference will each have to win 2 consecutive games to earn a playoff spot. And the winners of the play-in tournament will receive the 7th and 8th seeded positions in each conference. Following the play-in tournament, the NBA playoffs will commence with the traditional 16-team best-of-7 series structure.
Sounds complicated.
I know, right? Like,
let's just do it the regular way. Shit.
Right. I don't know.
Math and algebra
Yeah,
equations.
I don't have the formulation for all that.
Subtract 2, add 3. So Cliff.
Subtract 2. Put the.
Cliff, I'll go over it again. No biggie.
Do the multiplication before
Eric,
the addition.
Right, Eric. I'm gonna see what you think.
Do order of operations and shit.
Right. I'm gonna see.
I'm
gonna see what you think. I'm gonna see what you think. Cliff, Jordan and Aaron asked me about. We was going over the play-in tournament and the playoffs when they commence. So I'll go over.
Right.
So the NBA playoffs will start on Saturday, May 22nd, and conclude no later than July 22nd. So I'll hit you with that.
Okay, July 22nd, May 22nd to July. Okay, that's about right.
Okay, right. So with the play-in tournament, so bear with me. I'll go slow and try to make it, not.
Wait, with the play-in tournament, like these aren't the playoffs? We're not talking about the playoffs.
The play-in. So what I just said was the playoffs.
You're talking about practice?
Oh,
the
okay.
Play-in tournament.
I get it. I'm following now.
Okay.
Enjoying.
So the play-in.
Talk about practice.
Right, Jordan, you're be a fool. So the play-in tournament will begin Tuesday, May 18th, and conclude Friday, May 21st. The teams with the 7th highest and 8th highest winning percentages in each conference will each have 2 opportunities.
Oh, I see why he's talking order of operations, because it's already too much math. The 7th wait, what? The 7th and the 8th.
The 7th highest and the 7th and the 8th highest winning percentages in each conference.
So the 7th and the 8th seed
in each conference,
right,
will each have 2 opportunities to win 1 game to earn a playoff spot.
That's what I was saying.
I'm not following.
Niggas gonna be like, hey, so we made the playoffs, right? Or
right? Or do we gotta win another game? Or
niggas just shaking up champagne like, wait a minute.
Wait, don't pop that yet.
Right. Hold on. We're all hold. Right. We're all hold. And then it says the teams with the 9th highest and the 10th highest winning percentages
have 1 chance to.
Will each have to win 2
to get in.
Games.
Oh, I see what they're saying.
Spot.
Okay, I see what they're saying. Oh, okay. I think I get it.
I don't get the first half still myself, and I read it 2 times, but
they're saying that basically what they're saying is that you can get jumped. Even if you have a lock 8th seed in your conference, you can get jumped by that 10th seed if you lose both games and that 10th seed wins both games. And that 10th seed replaces that 8th seed. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Because that 8th seed has to win 1 of the 2 games to get in. That 10th seed has to win 2. So if that 8th seed then loses both games, that 10th seed just jumps that 8th to be the 8th into the playoffs.
I see. Because then it says
it's almost like a wild card, like a double wild card game in the NFL type shit.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because then it says the winners of the play-in tournament will receive the 7th and 8th seeded positions in each conference.
Right.
Following the play-in tournament, the NBA playoffs will commence with the traditional 16-team best-of-7 series structure.
So it really sounds to me, if I'm interpreting this correctly, it sounds like there's no love for the last seed in the league. 8th seed, even though you may have normally been locked in, now you're not. You got to play 8, 9, and 10 to see who's getting in there type shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So if the playoffs were to begin today based off each conference, I'll break that down too. In the Eastern Conference, you got 76ers, then the Nets, then the Bucks, the Hawks, the Hornets at number 5, Miami at number 6. Well, I guess I can just,
it wouldn't even matter. You would really just have to go through 8 through 10.
Yeah. Okay, so then 8 through 10 would be Boston, the Pacers, and the Bulls.
Boston's taking that. And Boston
know
got the
that.
8th seed, so Boston just has to win 1, whereas the Bulls or the Pacers have to win 2 and hope Boston loses. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're already, I think Boston's in the point where they can lose in 2 games. They do shit like that all the time. They'll fuck around and lose 2 games in a row easy.
Right.
They can't. And you
And
know
that's all
what?
it
I called
takes.
Brad Stevens.
I'm glad you
Man,
brought that
Brad
up. I'm glad you
Stevens.
brought that up because I was watching, like you said, Jordan, the 76ers Celtics game. And I thought that Boston would have gave Brooklyn the most run for their money out of the East. But what I noticed watching that game is that they're playing like Cleveland played when they first got Kyrie and Kevin Love, where it was like there's no ball movement. Each of us want to score on our own because we know we can. You know what I mean? Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kimba are taking the shots that they know they can make, but you're not moving the ball to get everybody involved to win on a team level.
Plus, they got rid of some key
That's a good
players
point.
during the
That's a really
trade.
good point.
You said who with what?
They got rid of Tice.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Daniel Tice was a good. Yeah, he was.
He's not like he's not gonna win you no games, but he's gonna keep losing.
Yeah, he's
That
a
makes-
glue. He's a glue player.
Yeah.
You are
I
right.
can see that.
Now I'm starting
Plus,
to
they
feel
have
like
their
the way
core.
76ers been playing, they may be the ones to give Brooklyn the most
They could.
problems.
That's what I
Because
was thinking,
Ben,
bro.
who
That's what
are
I
you
was
gonna put
thinking.
on Ben? Who are you gonna put on Ben?
Right.
Try to
You're
put
gonna
Kevin
put on
on.
Embiid.
Kevin too frail.
Can't put
James
Kevin.
Harden.
Can't put Kyrie. Can't put any number of the any. Is Dinwiddie coming back this year?
I don't think so.
I think he might.
But he wouldn't be able to guard him either.
I mean,
Jeff
no, he wouldn't be
Green,
able to guard him. But I'm saying that addition
Jeff
to your
Green, maybe?
offensive threat, Jeff Green,
Yeah.
possibly.
He's the type of nigga he can foul you as much as he wants.
Yeah,
He
let him
really
go.
need him.
Right, let him go if he go. Right, you're right.
And then in the West, 8 through 10, they got the Grizzlies, Spurs, and the Warriors right now.
Ooh, that's interesting for the Grizzlies and the Warriors.
Right.
I think the Spurs are mailing it in. I think they're giving it up for the rest of the year.
I think so.
I
too.
think so. I think you're right. I think so too. Well, DeJounte Murray's out. DeJounte Murray's out, and I think that's another reason why they've taken a decline.
No,
Yeah, because I mean, let's be honest, that's one of your top 3 players on the team,
Yeah, he is.
and he's a facilitator as well. You need that man on the court, and if you don't have him, of course Cleveland's gonna beat you. Like 125, 101 or whatever it was. It was something crazy.
He had to
Right.
drop that in. Of course
125,
he's gonna be bad.
101. 125, 101. And not to hop back on it, but I feel like Kevin Love, they don't listen, they don't like him. They don't like him like I don't like him. They were
No, I get
not
it. It's a-
passing him the ball. Kevin Love was not getting touches. First of all, the boy Isaiah Hartenstein, he ended the game with 16 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists off of 7 to 8 from the field. And a lot of that was from 3. So I got the feeling like Kevin Love is watching his replacement right now work him out of the roster.
That's depressing. Why you gotta be like that?
You
man?
gotta
I'm trying to
watch
be that
him
person.
work you out of the roster because that's exactly your game right now. But this boy's willing to get rebounds
He's doing it
and
better than me.
play defense.
Your best
Just
bet
taking my
when shit
game
like
and doing
that
it
to
better.
happen is to embrace it, man. You can't when you become that person that tries to push against
He
the
lost
young ones
respect
coming
though.
up.
Yeah.
He lost respect.
That's what I'm
Tao
saying.
Chin,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Way of life. Go
needs
read
to
that
do-
book, Tao Chin.
Hey man, Jordan's getting the most. He's the most drunk on this podcast right now.
Right.
You win.
Hey,
It's all right. You had it last week, so now y'all
My
1
bad,
and
my
1.
bad, my bad.
Yeah, I'm
You
sober right
good?
now. I'm sober in the motherfucker right now, boy.
Last week you damn near needed a nap in this motherfucker.
You gotta
Aaron
gotta
was
go
in the
with the
bathroom,
flow, that Tao
quesadillas,
Chin.
he was everywhere, wasn't he?
go
Yeah.
read. Hey, go listen to that audio book, Tao Chin.
Listen,
go with the flow.
you kept saying it.
Go with the flow.
I honestly I caught that the first time. I said I might need to know what that's about right there. But Kevin Love, Isaiah Hartenstein's replacing him. Darius Garland shot my nigga. I say he was developing. He dropped 37 in that game. He was 37-1 and 7, shooting 14 of 20.
38.
No, I was 14 to 23 or 22.
Allegedly.
I can't remember
Shut
exactly.
your ass up, Malcolm.
I wrote down the stats. I didn't write down the field goal percentage. I think it was 14 to 23. 2. I think 2. I keep leaning towards 2. But nonetheless, he dropped 37. So fuck the bullshit. We'll get off of the basketball. Let's get into
popcorn ready.
Everybody else that has stuck around this long. Let's get ready for Pauly P because the taxi's here.
Yeah, the taxi's here.
Let's get ready for Pauly P because my nigga's definitely DTF. And I don't understand it. I just don't. Was it IG Live, Instagram, Facebook Live? What?
For what I understand, am I wrong about this? But from what I understand, I think he was already on the verge of being fired for that.
Oh, okay.
So he made that video to be like, man, you think I give a fuck about man? Bounce that ass.
Right. If that's the case, I might like him a little more. But yeah, continue.
I heard he was bisexual though.
I don't know nothing about that.
Allegedly, I don't.
We love everybody.
Hey,
we love
everybody.
That's the word around.
Hey,
That's the
all
word
I'm
around
saying
town.
is that as far as the video is concerned, I don't know about the man personally.
Right.
As far as the video is concerned, that's some shit. If I felt like I was getting fired and I knew I could get a job anywhere I wanted to, that's the same shit I would do. I'll be online and everything.
Throwing the chair,
in the crib,
flipping the desk.
Listen,
and he know hasn't said anything. Or at least I ain't heard nothing. Is his wife? They ain't said shit.
Oh no, she don't give a fuck. He didn't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Mark might have seen more than I did. I thought I watched the whole thing. I didn't see him doing nothing wrong.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't. It's more like he was.
You can get a lap dance. You can do all that. Like you can do whatever you want to do, but don't like. I mean, it wasn't like he was doing lines off of asses and shit. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
well, like he was smacking girls in the face, like that.
Right. I'm that White Castle. Jordan's talking about White Castle. Harold and Kumar when they did that line.
I'm just saying.
He wasn't balling, boy. He wasn't balling like that.
Listen, he was definitely in the building. I didn't. Now, if you'd have seen Lou Williams in the back with a 6-piece, just look up in the camera, I'd have said pure gold. Couldn't have been produced better. But Lou Williams wouldn't have been at that stripper party. Let's just be 100. Because I didn't see not one ass in there.
That was LA?
I'll just say allegedly.
Well, Malk, I'll say factually, you don't know ass if it dropped in your lap. So I'm not going to trust that you seen the ass in that video because I didn't see one. And they was shaking
Support
it and
little
shit.
Booties, Malcolm.
Listen, what'd you say? You said what was Pauly P's infamous quote?
Oh yeah, that ass was like 2 Celtics championship trophies.
Ass look like 2 Listen, and all I'm saying is I didn't see one. I seen the 2 little bitches dancing on each other, 2 little young ladies dancing on each other.
I wish I had 2 extra arms so I could get into these 4 thumbs down.
He's stupid.
Jordan is a fool, bro.
He had no ass though. I didn't see no ass there.
None.
Like I was looking like who's like you're Paul Pierce. You're
Bouncing
Hall of Fame
what?
Paul
Bouncing
Pierce.
backs on laps? Bouncing backs on laps.
Backs on laps on laps.
That's what he had. But
I got backs on laps on backs.
I watched so first what I did is I watched the Breakfast Club segment.
Yeah, give me because I didn't watch that.
They gave him Donkey of the Day, of course.
I just don't see why you would put it out like.
And Charlemagne said he's not mad at what Paul Pierce did.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
He said he's just mad that he did that on Instagram Live, knowing his position with the company. ESPN is also, for those who don't know, ESPN also owns
Disney.
Disney owns a piece of them.
ESPN, right?
You know what I mean? And then you're a black man at the end of the day.
It don't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter. Listen.
It does matter.
Interesting.
It does matter. It does because it gets treated differently.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but what you said it. Didn't you say it that he could have possibly, allegedly been on his way out in the beginning?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No, I said that.
Aaron said.
Oh, okay.
Aaron said.
Okay.
I was reading. I read about it. I didn't watch it. I read about it. I watched some video, but I read about it.
Yeah, I read an article.
Yeah. Well, from what I understand, he was already kind of on the way out the door.
But Cliff,
which is why, because look, Paul Pierce has been out the league for how long, right? So why all of a sudden he decide to do this now, act mad ignorant and shit like that? I don't, that's one thing I'm thinking of, is that there has to be like, oh, well, they don't fuck with me no more. I'm finna make them look bad by making myself look bad. Right. It sounds stupid. But that's
I didn't quite take it that way. I didn't quite take it. Listen, my G was just being him at the end of the day. He was just being him. And like I said,
wasn't killing nobody, wasn't doing drugs.
As creepy as it may have been, it definitely seemed like the dad at the strip club.
So here's my take on it. So I watched the Breakfast Club part.
Come here, Sarah.
And then I watched
volleyball practice.
I watched a 16-minute clip on YouTube.
Tell me what you see
of the Instagram Live. No, here's how I broke it down. I felt that Paul Pierce is ignorant. I put everything in quotations for everything that I had listed out about how I felt about Paul Pierce.
Right.
Paul Pierce acted like it was a night out with his boys, but acted like he almost. Well, he knew, but he acted like he almost didn't know that he was on live.
Well, see,
what I'm saying is there's certain things that we say and do on camera.
Right.
There's certain things that we say and do off camera, like anybody else.
He D'Angelo Russelled himself.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He D'Angelo Russelled himself.
You could have had that night. That's perfectly fine. But why did you have to broadcast is what I'm saying. You didn't have to broadcast.
But you know what? This is what I wanted to bring up.
I'm saying.
This is what I wanted to bring up. This is the same guy who copied and pasted the emojis when emojis first came out on his post.
Who's that?
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
Didn't know what an emoji was, that it was on your phone, and he copied a picture of the laughing emoji and posted it on his post. That lets me know that it's on some
dinosaur,
right? Some old man shit, like some
dinosaur.
I'm lightweight guilty of that, but go ahead.
You did that same shit, like posted an emoji on a post.
I'm the worst person when it comes to social media, dog. Like
I'm bad at it too.
I met this chick online. She had freckles and shit. I'm like, oh, I like your freckles and shit. That's a filter. Oh shit.
Oh snap!
Like, what's that mean? You're getting them taken off later? I don't know what that means. What's filter mean?
Never heard from her again.
I bet, because she was like, "Oh, this nigga old as shit, Paul Pierce."
Or retard.
Retard. Come on, man.
God damn, with the R words.
But listen,
yeah, we
can't
right.
Let me rein it back. Let me rein it back. So then I felt that he was also immature because once again, you know who you're.
This nigga wrote a motherfucking.
Regardless.
Oh my gosh, Mark! I don't know what's worse. Yes, I don't know what's worse. You or Rappaport? Because right now you sound like you're on the stand.
Dear Paul Pierce, you really hurt my feelings last week.
Listen,
I can't believe that you would do this. I loved you.
Listen. I came organized.
Continue, my brother.
I came organized.
Continue.
But no, I thought he was
and you're impressive with the organization. But continue.
I thought he was also basically immature because, again, regardless of how you feel, you know who you work for. You've done it for so long. You've done a great job. It's not like you were a bad analyst, regardless of whatever.
No, I enjoyed him. I enjoyed him as an analyst.
You know what I'm saying? But also doesn't surprise
so many
me.
Fucks till you got none.
But it also
you give out so many fucks till you got none.
It also doesn't surprise me because Paul Pierce has also always been immature and also been a hater in some ways too of other players, current and former. I've always kind of been a little bit off Paul Pierce as a person. I like him as a player.
I didn't.
It's because he's bisexual. That's what I'm saying. That's the word.
Shorty gonna get us. This episode might get us canceled. This episode.
No, it ain't. God
I
damn.
seen way worse.
How can
We
you
ain't got
cancel a
no views.
motherfucker with nothing? We don't have shit. You can't cancel us.
You're right. You
But-
might sue us for a couple peanuts or something. But yeah, I mean,
Sue
I thought
what?
right. But then listen. So to your point about the strippers in the video, obviously, I thought that was wild because listen, you got strippers dancing in the background. Then listen, in the video I watched, he was making jokes
TikTok.
about,
TikTok.
right?
You
But
got
listen,
kids half dressed, underage
listen,
dancing on
But
it.
here's where it gets worse. So you have strippers dancing. You
Okay.
have other people of different ethnicities and backgrounds with you, which is fine. But then you're making jokes about their religions and backgrounds. You know how many times in the
Check
video
the
he
people
talked about
first.
he talked about Jewish people in that video? Did you see or hear about how many times he talked about Jewish people and their religion in the
No,
video?
I didn't.
I'll send you the video after the past 16 minutes when you get a chance. Watch it. Basically, I'm not going to dive too deep, but he was talking about whatever it was a Jewish term. He kept saying it, and he was like, blah 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 blah. He's like, oh, you're not even Jewish. Oh, I thought you were Jewish. My bad. Well, I always wanted to go to this Jewish event. And blah 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 blah. And I was like, damn, that's so offensive.
Well, he
like,
was talking. If I'm remembering correctly, what you're talking about, are you basing
No.
that off of the one?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm not going to defend nothing because I don't know anything what he said. But I do remember that point when he said he was asking that girl what her nationality was.
This wasn't a girl. This was a guy.
He said,
No,
"What
this was
that
a man
smell?"
he
He
was
said,
talking
"What
Oh,
to.
that
really?
smell like?"
It was a man he was talking to. I'll send you the video, and I
Oh,
was like, "Oh, that's pretty."
He
You're
said,
on
"Go
live.
up there,
Once again,
give me some
you're on
chicken
live.
sandwich,
You're on
waffle
live.
fries."
All the conversations he had, you would
What
think
that
would be
smell like?
off the
He didn't
camera.
know what to say.
Boy, you're fried, bro. You are fried. You are fried, bro. You are fried. But yeah. So I mean, you know, and then he talked about. He said on live. He said, "Y'all want to see NBA documentary?" He said, "No one can do it like me. This is a real NBA Afterlife documentary."
Well,
He said, "This
listen,
is how
I
NBA
heard
life
that
should look
my
like."
G got listen, I heard that
He's
he
feeling
got brought
himself.
on by an adult film agency to do a
I sent that to you.
yeah.
A
I sent
bisexual
it to
film
you.
called Both Ways.
Boy, I don't know this cat. Look, I don't know this cat, though, bro. Hey, world. I don't know this other. I know Aaron Spencer. I know
Oh,
everybody
shit.
else.
Don't be naming names in your deposition,
Nah, you my
motherfucker.
whole government too. All us down there, I guess.
Well, Mr. Left Coast, I'll say, if anybody's even
Oh,
still watching that,
shit.
at this point, if anybody's even still watching after Jordan's crazy self, man.
He ain't doing
Man.
nothing. He all right.
But no,
Come
man.
on.
So listen, then he got emotional. Listen, it went all over the place. Then he got emotional. He's talked about on live. He said, I know he was drunk. We know feelings come when you're drunk. He said, I grew up without a father, and I never had a family bond, and my mother wasn't around too often. And man, I wish he used a Jewish term again. He said, I wish I could be Jewish or be a part of this so I could know what a family's like. And I was like, what does that have to do? Well, you got strippers in the background. One of them's giving a massage.
That's
Talking
just how
about
that
Jewish
man
people.
was
You're
feeling
talking
at
about
the
how
moment.
how you didn't have a father. Talking about how your mother wasn't really
Yeah, he
always
was in his
there.
feelings,
Like, where
in
is
the
this
bottle,
going? Basically, where is
in
this
his
going?
feelings.
Did he bring up
Where's
when he
this
got
going?
stabbed? That was a pretty significant.
He
I
didn't
think
bring that
that
up. He didn't bring
That
that up.
That was the controversy. I remember when he would start
Because he had
with
money in his
Boston.
face.
Oh my God, man!
Who stabbed him?
When he was in Boston, he went to a nightclub and he got stabbed up in a nightclub.
Oh.
You want me to tell you why? I
You
don't
remember
know.
that?
I ain't gonna start.
This nigga here. Well, like that day, he got stabbed like 3-4. He got stabbed like 8 or 9 times.
I feel
some shit
like I feel like I want to say I remember something about that.
yeah.
I don't remember
But
that.
I have no excuses for him, but I do. Y'all might understand it, but I kind of understand where he's coming from. Sometimes you get that you want to just let loose and let everybody know that you know what I'm saying, could be a little bit out of the box. That's the way he felt. I may not do it like that, but I can kind of see he might be like, you know what, man, I'm finna show these boys how I do it, this motherfucker. You know
But
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? What's that shit called? Midlife crisis.
midlife
Midlife
crisis,
crisis.
right?
You know what I'm saying? I still get hold. Look at all these girls.
Hey, it do be like that.
Listen, I mean, and I can't
roll
say
through
that
right
that's
now.
not the case. And I mean, like Pauly D, sometimes you gotta. I'm sorry, Pauly P. Sometimes you gotta
Right.
tell the cabs to go home. I'm done
Right.
tonight. I'm done tonight. And if you don't know when to say when, like, I don't care. Fatherless, with a father, you've maintained a decent level of character throughout. And I'm not, once again, I'm saying that I don't think that this is any judge of character other than he's the creepy old guy in the room.
He is. Yeah.
That's
He
it.
was.
That's the only thing he did
Come
wrong.
here, Sarah.
You were
I know
just
it's past
creepy.
your bedtime.
He was creepy. It was just
Right.
that whole video was almost as creepy as the messages KD sent to Rappaport.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt too.
Everything was a
motherfuckers
bit
is
creepy to
weird.
me, man.
Who y'all think was a bigger loser, KD or Paul Pierce? Bigger
KD.
loser. All right, I'm just
Yeah.
asking who's the bigger loser.
At least KD or at least Paul Pierce got cheeks rubbed up against him.
Cheeks. But look,
Got a back
KD is
rub.
bro, and it's only gonna get worse for KD because, like you said, what's gonna happen when all that talent leaves? What
Man.
happened when the ankles get slow? What happened whenever the reality hits?
And
He got his mom on the sideline too. He got his
Oh,
mom on
yeah.
the sideline, big cheering right now.
Yeah,
And you're not strong enough. Right, and you're not strong enough to maintain your shit right now. So, but
His mom had to show up to the
Listen to
game
my
like
man
mom
Cliff.
showing up to school talking about a bully.
Listen to
Which one
my
of y'all
man
been bullying
Cliff.
my
Go
son?
get you them. Go get you that medication. Go listen to my boy Cliff. Come on now.
I can't say.
Do
I
it
can't
now.
say you wrong.
Do it now.
Uh-oh,
Do
there.
it now.
Don't make that much noise where you at. That's causing attention. But
Nah.
what we'll do is we'll wrap it up with, of course, hit the showers. I'm gonna give a three-parter. We'll do hit the showers. Best game of the week, and then I also ooh, I had a question from Malcolm. I'm gonna hold it off, and then just give me them two right now. Just give me game of the week and hit the showers for the time being.
You got Jordan.
All right. For game of the week, I'm gonna go with the Warriors and Bucks just because it's a 1-point game, and I like the way
That was a good one.
you know Drew Holiday was talking. Like I said, I seen him talking shit to Steph Curry the whole time. So and then I heard he got
And he
that,
dropped 41.
contract. That's what's up. That's what's up. Donkey of the day. I'm gonna. Have
He
to
said
give it to
donkey of the
Flat ass.
day.
You mean hit the showers, Jordan? Hit the showers.
The backs, all those backs that were on that lap. That's what I'm gonna give it to.
You
Come
know
on
what?
now.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Backs on laps on laps.
I don't care. Listen, I don't care how anybody feels. If you steal another one of my motherfucking hit the showers,
Right.
God
He
damn
stole it.
you.
He stole it.
Listen,
Right.
I was giving hit the showers to whoever the bitch was whoever the young lady was.
Oh Lord.
Come on.
Lord.
This is a
Whoever the
Christian
young
show.
lady was that had the Celtics championship ass, because I didn't see one. I didn't see one. Maybe that goes to Paul Pierce's fucking goggles.
Taste. Yeah, his taste.
Hit the showers, Paul goggles. Paul, you and your goggles, you and your old man goggles, hit the showers and take
Get him.
Kevin Love salt and pepper hair ass with you. Favorite game, game of the week, I'm gonna have to give it to. Man, I think it's either going to. I'm gonna give it to the Hawks Warriors. I'm gonna give it to the Hawks Warriors because that was pretty live to see that whole situation. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end it with that. Give me the Hawks Warriors for my game of the week, and at least Kevin Love has company this week in the showers. Take that bitch with that young lady with that
Oh,
Celtics
goodness.
ass.
With
the
the back.
Celtics back there.
The lady with the back.
Aaron, who you got?
Man, I'm since I haven't watched no games this week,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with pregame of the week.
All right.
That's the next game. That's the Jazz and the Suns. That's gonna be a good game.
Ooh.
You know, they
Okay.
don't like watching the
That
Jazz.
might be a good
Jazz and the
game.
Suns. That's gonna be.
That's tonight. That's the doubleheader tonight. That's right.
Yes, that's gonna be. I'm gonna end up. I'm trying my best to watch most of it.
I'm off work. I'm off work tonight or tomorrow.
You'll still be asleep.
No,
You'll
you say you
still
gonna-
be asleep.
Nah,
I'll
G.
I'll bet 20 on it.
Well, hit the showers is Blake Griffin though. Nigga, sit down somewhere.
Blake,
Yeah, sit down somewhere, man.
damn it, you fucking gingered assassin. Why the fuck?
Oh, what? Oh, what? Me?
Oh,
No, Blake.
Oh,
He did say
You don't
ginger.
have red hair.
He did say ginger to say. I just caught that. I just caught him saying that.
Fucking gingered
Yeah, no.
assassin. Blake Griffin.
I'm gonna
hit them.
say I'm gonna do a little different. I'm gonna say my game of the week was the UCLA Gonzaga game because that was nuts.
That was a good game.
That's not.
I was gonna say that, but I thought that was against the rules.
Yeah, that
Well,
damn near.
I
But he's
thought that one
working
impressed
it.
me than any of the NBA games that I've seen.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
You know what I mean? Like that was just you. I mean, you was there.
Right.
But
I'll take
and
that.
I said my hit the showers obviously would be Pauly P, creepy Pauly P. But my
Ooh.
biggest hit the showers clip, and I didn't want to give it away to you.
Pauly
earlier.
P and Pauly D are both old creepy bastards now. I think both of
Yeah.
y'all should go retire to taxis.
Right. Listen, pick him
Go,
up.
go
But
get
my
some checks off that bucket list.
We do Uber now
Yeah.
anyway, old bastards.
right.
Y'all about to be kicking that can. Go ahead and get some checks off that
God
bucket list.
damn.
Yeah, y'all ignorant. But listen. My main hit the showers
Yep.
is OG. How you say his last name?
Ananobi.
Ananobi?
Ananobi.
Ananobi. That weak ass technical foul that got him ejected. No, he didn't get ejected. Yes, he did. He got ejected.
No,
When he
Montrez
picked
got
up-
ejected, didn't he?
Him and they all
both
got
did?
ejected. They all did. A gang of them got ejected that game. When he picked up Dennis Schroeder, after Dennis Schroeder fouled him, who's considerably smaller.
I got a
than
question
OG.
about that too. But continue.
Yeah, when he picked up Schroeder and damn near tried to lightly body slam him, that was some hoe shit to me. That was some hoe shit. Hit the showers.
You think that's what
Hit
that
the
was?
showers. What did you see the video?
I watched everything, and I do think that the refs are dumb. They said he was trying to help him back on his feet. The motherfucker was already on his feet, sir.
Right.
He was already standing up on his feet. So I don't know what he was trying to do, but it wasn't
That's what I'm
helping him
saying.
on his feet.
If
but
I picked you up and I dropped you
It definitely
down,
wasn't a
you
body
know,
slam either.
It wasn't a
you
body
know what I
slam.
mean? But it was a frustration foul. And
It
I
was
feel
called
like
for.
Montrezl Harrell did exactly what he was supposed to do in defending his teammate. So
Nothing wrong
if
with that.
that means getting ejected, yeah, I know that's one thing that I will say, and I thought that too. Like would LeBron saw fast hopped in, and I think LeBron would have
Oh, yeah.
hopped in
AD
there
too.
seeing that.
Yeah.
Um,
Whole gang.
but it
Except
don't
for
matter.
Brandon,
That's
don't
what you
wanna
got. That's what you got Montrez for, is to handle situations like that for you. So he did what he was supposed to do. But Anunoby, I guess, hit the shower. Shit.
What was your question for me though, Cliff? You never did ask your question. Was that what your question is? Do you think it was intentional? Is that what
Right.
your
Do
question
you
was?
like? Cause that was essentially my question, because I feel like
Okay.
it wasn't like he wasn't upset. Like it wasn't like a frustration foul. Like he was upset, but you could tell that.
Why'd you do it?
Right.
That's my thing. Like
Out of
Timmy asked the
frustration.
kids, why'd you do? You're right.
But
Right. Why'd you do it?
it just wasn't deep. But what I'll say off of that is I hate when you see the headline basketball fight, because
Jordan was like-
That was
Right.
That was a scuffle.
Right.
I
No.
wouldn't even call it a scuffle.
No.
Dust up.
I feel like a dust up.
JV and
Somebody
KD.
has marks in a scuffle or a dust up. Whether it be a black
Hey.
eye, a scratch, something in a scuffle
Sauce.
or a dust up.
Sauce.
That's
This
how
was-
it starts. Somebody
What'd
get
you
beat.
call it?
Like
That's how it
Malcolm.
starts. Somebody get hit. Wow. Then the dust up start. Oh my god.
well, the dust up stopped before it started. Is all I'm saying, because
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They be talking about fights and people be barely pushing each other and
man,
shit.
it's not
Right.
like it. And meanwhile, you
like back
can
in
knock
the days.
a motherfucker clean out in hockey.
Right.
Man,
I don't know. I
That
guess
thing.
white people fight more sophisticated than we do.
You know
I
what
don't
that is?
get it.
Allegedly.
You know what it is?
Hold on. Allegedly.
Ain't no alleged about that.
No, there's a reason why in basketball. I can tell you why.
Jordan, tell him allegedly.
That's why Floyd
Allegedly.
Mayweather revolutionized boxing, because before all the white folks had bent wrists like this. Come on, see.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
Come on, me, bro. Come on.
Listen.
But
What do you
in
say, buddy?
Wait,
in the,
you're
I
Oh,
think
this
it
is
was
a
the
quick
70s,
one.
something like that. 70s or the 60s.
He's
Rudy Tom
fast.
Donovich, Rudy T.
Oh, yeah.
Rudy
yeah.
who?
Remember Rudy T? Rudy Tom Donovich, Rudy T.
No.
He used to coach Houston
Booty,
when they
booty me
he
down?
coached-
Is that what you just said?
I'm saying he coached Houston. He coached Houston when they won those 2 championships. But he used to be a basketball all-star. But before he left the league, he got punched so hard, like his neck got like disconnected from his spine or some shit during the game. Right? It was terrible. And ever since then, they started fining people for fights. They didn't start kicking people out. They started fining you before. But before then, they didn't even fine you for shit. You could beat a nigga ass and just go to free throw line and shoot.
Right.
So over the period of time, they're trying to protect players from 2 6'8" dudes squaring up and somebody getting pieced, because not everybody
Really
can fight.
soft,
the NBA.
So what's the difference? Ice skates? Are they saying
No,
that
no.
because you're on skates, you don't have a chance to plant to really drive in power like you would on a basketball court with?
It's like football fights. Who's punching what? What are you punching? The helmet?
You punching
There's
helmets,
no
right?
helmet in hockey like that.
Yes, there is. There is helmets in
There
hockey.
is,
They
but
have
they
face
take it off.
masks.
They take it
When,
have
off.
the
right,
face
that's what I'm
guard shit
saying.
or
As
whatever.
soon as the fight happens, helmets and shit come off. It's a
Right, they
fight.
start throwing
So
blows,
so
yeah.
is the common denominator
Malcolm.
then
Psych.
the fact that you're on ice and you can't plant and pivot? Because you can't pivot on ice.
You're gonna find a way to get some momentum though.
Right,
I
but
guess-
but then it comes down to straight power. But most power comes from your pivot and your turn into a punch, and you
yeah.
can't do that on ice because
You
you,
know why
can't
that punch
turn
was so
your
bad?
skate.
The punch was so bad because dude was fighting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? And he heard footsteps. So he turned around and he punched Rudy T when he was running on full speed. So when he was running on
I
full
think I
speed,
saw
he hit him.
that. Yeah, I think I saw
Yeah.
that.
I'm talking about there was blood all over the court and shit. Niggas was like,
He got
Kareem was
I
like,
think I saw that. I do think I saw that. But
Yeah.
I don't think
Knock the fuck out.
that's ever happened. I know people been knocked out in hockey, but I don't think nobody's ever really been like bludgeoned pretty much to a point of almost dying. Because Rudy almost died that night.
Yeah, no.
He almost died that night. Like the dude was like that taste that you smell in your mouth, that's spinal fluid, bro. Your shit is dripping down your nose. He was like, dang.
That's not funny. That's not funny at all. But that is
I wasn't
funny the
playing
way
Rudy,
you.
goddamn.
I'm
I'm saying.
done with y'all. I'm done.
Listen, this
What
gotta,
y'all got to take us out, man?
I gotta go ahead and boogie early.
Yeah, we.
love that. Yeah.
All right, cuz
All right,
be
Aaron.
safe. Hit me up when you
All
get
right,
back
Aaron.
to where you
Be
supposed
safe,
to be.
bro.
See
All right, if
you,
I don't, I went out like a G.
Take
All
a
right.
take a
Man.
picture of where you going, and we'll allegedly avenge you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks.
All right,
That
Aaron.
niggas ain't coming out here, man.
Listen, allegedly.
Look, right, he signed off. But no, I was gonna say, love everybody, no matter what, whatever you are, who you are.
Marco
whether
had
you
to put an emphasis on that.
Right. Look,
'Cause
we
it-
didn't use look, whether you're one B or the other B, according to you two, you and Jordan, boy, y'all,
Hey.
y'all a double B gang tonight.
Nah, it ain't no hate. It ain't no hate. I'm just gonna
No,
call
it's
spade
all
a
love.
spade. I'm gonna call spade a spade.
Okay.
That's how we gonna do it.
He
Okay?
said
It
big
ain't no
joker.
hate.
Listen,
Right.
and if I'm going to tell the truth, you the B chump. We out this bitch.
Allegedly.
Wow.